Oh, look at you. You look amazing this morning. You feel amazing this morning. And that's where we want to jump off. Thank you so much for joining us. This is your feel-good kickstart to the midweek. We've made it.
Goodness, we have made... I thought that was a high five. Okay, we got it. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the weekend, baby. Also, it is a new month, the 2nd of April. Can you believe that we've already wrapped up the first quarter of the year? My goodness, and this morning, I think we've got a little bit of everything to make you feel good. We've got great food, mystery, and also lots of music.
And a whole lot of fun. So first up, let's get the culinary box ticked.
Yes.
Chef and cookbook author Aiden Pienaar joins us as we chat about Mexico in Mzansi. I cannot wait to take a look and take a taste at his bold take on Mexican cuisine with, of course, a beautiful South African twist.
Oh, very interesting. Things are also going to get a little bit messy, as they do when you have Carissa Cupido and Graham Richards in studio. We go head-to-head in the Marshmallow Madness Challenge. Who's going to rise to the occasion and who will crumble under the fluff?
I think it's going to be a very tasty exercise, whichever direction it goes. And then we're diving into the world of Agatha Christie as Alan Committee steps into the shoes of the legendary Hercule Poirot in Black Coffee.
How exciting.
I cannot wait for that. He looks so cool. He looks so different. Oh,
I also just love me some Alan in the morning. And to top it all off, we meet rising South African hip-hop star Kane Keed as he takes the music scene by storm. What a young legend. I can't wait to unpack the man behind the music.
Oh, man. So let's start the conversation right now. And yes, there will be a culinary undertone to everything today. So if you're a foodie, listen up. Let's start the conversation with you on our socials right now. I'm going to put this to you. Chef Aiden Pienaar, of course, shaking up traditional Mexican dishes with a South African flair. Think burritos and bride corn. The flavor profiles just work. We are here for that. So if you could put a local spin on any international dish, what would it be? How would the South Africanism shine through? Let us know via your voice notes, 0634088863. You can hit us up on any of the socials. How would you South Africanize a favorite dish from another culture? And all rules are off the table today. You can have fun, push the boat out and get creative, because that's what we're going to be doing outside. Cannot wait to kickstart the culinary hotline and, of course, get the show going. And we've got some official duties to do before we get back in the kitchen. So let's start there with the news and sporting headlines.
Thank you so much, Gray. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Wednesday morning, let's get into your national news headlines first, where the South African Revenue Service has recorded a historic 2.3 trillion rand in gross revenue for the financial year ending March, reflecting a 6.9% increase annually. Now, net revenue stood at 1.1855 trillion rand, exceeding estimates by 8.8 billion rand. SARS Commissioner Edward Kisvetter attributed the success to the diligent efforts of the agency's 13,000 workers, calling SARS a, quote, national treasure in sustaining democracy. Now, he described the achievement as remarkable given current economic conditions, reaffirming the service's commitment to efficiency and compliance. In other national news, motorists will benefit from lower fuel prices as the Department of Energy announced significant decreases. Now, petrol prices dropped by 58 to 72 cents per litre, while diesel fell by 83 to 85 cents per litre. Illuminating paraffin saw a R1.14 per litre decrease, and LP gas is 79 cents cheaper per kilogram. Now, these adjustments follow declining global oil prices and a stronger rand. Minister Gwede Mantashe has also approved revised transport tariffs, resulting in varied fuel price changes across the country's 54 magisterial district zones. Now let's take a look at your international news that are making headlines. And we start out in Zimbabwe, where the Zimbabwean police arrested 95 people for promoting violence and distributing the peace after Monday's protests in Harare. Authorities tracked protesters via social media and WhatsApp groups. Led by ZANU-PF veteran Blessed Geza, demonstrators demanded President Emmerson Mnangagwa's resignation, opposing efforts to extend his rule beyond 2028. Geza, supporting Vice President Constantine Chiwenga, urged citizens to, quote, fill the streets. However, a heavy security presence kept turnout low. In the past, police have also been accused of using excessive force during public protests. Meanwhile, a powerful volcanic eruption near Grindavik Island, or Iceland rather, has forced evacuations as lava spews from a 1.2-kilometer fissure. The eruption, which followed a series of earthquakes, also threatens the nearby Blue Lagoon Spa. Now, magma formations are the largest recorded since November 2023, stretching 11 kilometers underground. The last time the peninsula had a period of volcanic activity was 800 years ago, and the eruptions continued for decades. Iceland has 33 active volcano systems and sits over what is known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the boundary between two of the largest tectonic plates on the planet. Now, closing off in Tinseltown, Hollywood is set to bring Beatlemania back to the big screen with a groundbreaking quadrilogy directed by Oscar winner Sam Mendes. Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, Harris Dickinson, and Joseph Quinn will portray the Beatles in 4 major films, each focusing on a different band member's perspective. Now, Mescal, best known for Normal People and Gladiator 2, will play Sir Paul McCartney, while Saltburn star Keoghan takes on Ringo Starr. Dickinson, recently seen in Baby Girl, will embody John Lennon, and Fantastic Four actor Quinn will portray George Harrison. Mendes, unveiling the cast at CinemaCon in Las Vegas, described the films as an intimate dive into, quote, the greatest band in history. The films will debut on April 2028, so as the years do progress, we'll definitely keep our eyes on the development of that. So we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get into your first bit of sports for the morning. Here's Graham with the latest.
Let's start in the UK with some footy news first, and Bukayo Saka marking his comeback with a goal as Arsenal defeated Fulham 2-1, now closing the gap on Premier League leaders Liverpool to 9 points. Miguel Merino's opener and Saka's then late header securing the win, though Arsenal lost Gabriel Magalhaes to injury through the process, which is a bit of a blow. Meanwhile, Nottingham Forest, they boosted their Champions League hopes with a 1-0 victory over Manchester United yesterday, thanks to Anthony Elanga's stunning solo effort. Go and take a look if you can. Now, staying with footballing news, but a bit more local, Mamelodi Sundowns secured a crucial 1-0 victory over Esperance de Tunis in their CAF Champions League quarter-final first leg at Loftus Versfeld last night. Peter Shalulile's second-half strike giving the Brazilians an advantage ahead of the return leg at the Hamadi Agrebi Stadium in Tunis on the 8th of April. But they really are in a rich vein of form. Now we turn to rugby, and speaking of a rich vein, he's the best of the best. France's winger Louis Belberry has been crowned Six Nations Player of the Championship. That was after scoring a record-breaking 8 tries to help his team clinch the title. The 21-year-old surpassing Jacob Stockdale's 2018 record of 7 tries and won the fans' vote ahead of Tommy Freeman, Blair Kinghorn and Tommaso Mononcello. So France securing their 7th title with a 35-16 win over Scotland in that final match. Now turning to cricket, and Cricket South Africa have now confirmed the resignation of Proteas white ball coach Rob Walter, and that's effective of the 30th of April this year, citing personal reasons. So Walter led South Africa to their first ever ICC Men's T20 World Cup final in 2024, and then the semi-finals of the 2023 Cricket World Cup and the 2025 Champions Trophy. And the CSA understandably praised his contributions to squad development, with a successor to be named soon. So we'll certainly keep our attention there and wish him well on the next phase of his journey. But that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. A start of a brand new day. I think the weather has been crazy all week, so I think we can expect the same, but let's get the latest.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's get into that first bit of weather news for the morning, where scattered thunder showers and rain are expected across most of South Africa today. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms in parts of Mpumalanga and Limpopo, with large hail and heavy downpours causing localized flooding and damage. Now, a yellow level 2 warning is also in place for Gauteng and the Northwest. Meanwhile, with the Vaal Dam at over 107% capacity, authorities have opened a 3rd sluice gate to manage inflows, assuring that water releases remain within safe operational limits. Overtopping of riverbanks downstream is not expected. Now let's get into that sunrise view, the first one of this Wednesday morning. And I've got a big smile on my face because Mrs. Nike out in Drakensberg sent this absolutely breathtaking view from Drakensberg. You know what? It kind of reminds me, and bear with me here, of Teletubby Land, you know, over the hill and far away. Absolutely gorgeous with the sun reflecting so beautifully on the foreground of the water there. Mrs. Nike, please continue sharing your mornings with us out in Drakensberg, where you can expect a 20-degree high today. And thank you for sharing your morning view with us. And this is your reminder, Expresso fam, to also continue snapping away on 0634088863. We welcome all pictures. We do not judge over here. We just want to receive and enjoy the morning with you. Now we get into your temperatures for the morning as we enter into the rest of the show.
So yes, we have got Aiden Pinar bringing a little bit of Mexico to Mzansi, or a bit of Mzansi to Mexico. We haven't quite figured it out yet, but we are here for that. How are you, man?
I'm great. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You came with a handful of your favorite
I know.
This is basically it.
That's it. Mexican on a platter. Don't worry, we will get a little bit more complex, but not too. I love the fact that you've simplified things so that we can do it easily, but we get bangs of flavor. If you could use one word to describe this amazing book, what would it be?
Togetherness.
Togetherness.
I like that.
Yeah,
Speaking about togetherness, we're going to bring together two cuisines and create a Mexican chakalaka.
That's right.
Oh
That's
my
right,
goodness, never heard of this one before, but I'm very excited. I love Dania or cilantro. Graham has his thoughts on it.
I'm yet to be converted, okay?
Okay.
But I have a feeling today is
We'll
probably...
go slow today.
Yeah, it's my best shot ever at doing it. If you've got any questions, if you've got any great ideas, if you like combining beautiful flavors that complement each other so well, and I think the South African and the Mexican flavor planet are on the same planet, but they are born to be together. So if you want to be inspired, connect with us. Aiden ain't going anywhere. We've got him for the whole culinary hotline, and it's going to be amazing. So we get warmed up.
Yes.
Culinary hotline, bling, ting, ting, ting. We're in like second gear. We'll get to it.
Bit of work, yeah.
We'll get out of this.
Start slow. Okay.
Exactly.
I was ready to go for it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Good morning if you've just woken up. You came to the right place to enjoy your Wednesday. Now this morning, we're joined by the very talented Aiden Pienaar, chef and author of Mexico in Mzansi. Now Aiden blends traditional South African flavors with a Mexican cuisine twist, and we're excited to hear all about it. Plus, later he'll be joining us for our, I'm going to try again, Aiden, bear with me here, culinary hotline bling. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that support. Love you. Let's get into the chat. Aiden is on our couch. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay,
Thank you for having
we're
me.
warming up. We're here. Are you excited to be here?
I am very excited.
I'm excited to have
Nice
you.
and early, but
yes.
early bird, huh?
And then also waking us up with some beautiful cuisine. Okay, Aiden, let's get into talking about your upbringing.
Sure.
Very interesting one at that. I heard that growing up, your parents always threw Mexican-themed parties, which is very
That's right,
interesting.
that's right.
And I wonder if this is where your love for the cuisine came from and how that sort of carried into your adulthood.
It definitely did. You know, I think as a kid, you just want to see smiles, and that was it. You know, Mexican. I think the tequila had a lot to do with it. But everything was always just so jolly, and that's kind of what I brought from that. And growing up, of course, the Jamie Olivers, they inspired me. And then I actually had the opportunity to work with, or in Los Angeles rather. And I think there's a big Mexican influence there. That's obviously much later in life. And it just grounded what I wanted to do from a very young age.
Wow, that's incredible. Also, just the alignment, all the stars coming together.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It makes sense. It's so beautiful. So opening your first restaurant, huge milestone. I can imagine the joys and celebrations that come with it. But let's talk about the challenges. What were some of those uphill moments that you want to share with us?
I think first and foremost is, will they like it? Obviously. I think Mexico in Mzansi, it is a very new age style Mexican. It's not all cheesy and spice and everything, because Mexican cuisine, and in Mexico, they actually use chilies for flavor rather than spice.
Okay.
And to kind of bring that across and just say that Mexican is not just quesadillas and nachos and poppers, you know, there's so much more to Mexican.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest challenge for me, to bring that across and kind of like educate the country at least, you know, to basically say this is Mexican in a new way.
Yeah. And thank you for bringing that to us, because even in the Mexican restaurants, or most of them that we go to, it's kind of Tex-Mex. It's a take on Mexican,
correct,
but not the true authentic version of it. So we love to see it. All right, talk to me about this cookbook. It looks absolutely great. What was the creative process going into it?
Well, this cookbook is directly linked to the restaurant I had. All the recipes in there has been taken from then, but then also just adjusted to the home cook to make it a bit easier.
I love that.
The Mexico in Mzansi is obviously who doesn't like South African food.
Yeah.
And Mexican, I think it's two very bold flavors that come together. And it's been a dream of mine ever since I can remember, really. Ever since I had the restaurant, I just wanted to share my knowledge. It was nothing else. I wanted to bring across, you know, social media, yes, that's great.
Yep.
But I was bored, so I wrote a book.
I love this. Please be bored some more. Creativity always comes from those in-between spaces, which we love. I do have a question about your parents. Have they approved? Do they love it?
Oh, they do.
Have you cooked
They
for them?
do. Of course I did.
Do you still have tequila parties and Mexican parties?
Yes, we do.
Yes,
we do. Of course.
I love to
yeah.
hear it. What is it about the Mexican cuisine and also South African cuisine that really complements each other? Is it the spices, approach to cooking?
Yes, I think it's a bit of both. I think spices for sure. Obviously the Cape Malane as well coming in.
Right.
With the chakalaka, there's a bit of curry powder in there. And then obviously cooking techniques. In Mexican cuisine, they do use a lot of fire, as we do. You know, the braai. So I kind of took a little bit of the flavor and the cooking techniques and just mashed them together.
I love that. And we're going to see that mashup today.
Definitely.
Going through so many recipes. I heard about tacos, also chakalaka, having that
endless.
South African twist. I can't wait to get into it. When people pick up your book, when they order it, when they go through it, what do you want them to take away from this, Aiden?
Number one, flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, Mexico and Mzansi, it's, I kind of have this idea of bringing family together, because I think also with the braai and with Mexican cuisine as a whole, it's a lot of sharing. Okay, so it's about bringing family together, bringing friends together, and just enjoying time in the kitchen. Really.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where you have the most fun.
Yeah.
It's where we bond. I love
Definitely.
it. All right, this is not the last time we're going to hear from Aiden. He's going to stick around for the rest of the morning as we get into our culinary hotline bling. But we want to hear from you. We want you to send a voice note over to us. If you have any questions for the man, we have him here today. So go ahead and do that. Also, we are giving away a couple of cookbooks. So make sure that you enter our competition across our social media. You can find us at Expresso Show. Go answer that question with your craziest, funniest, most heartwarming cooking story, and we'll make sure that we get a book over to you. But make it good, okay? Because we've had some great responses so far. Thank you so much, Aiden.
Awesome. Anytime.
Awesome.
And of course, if you give to us, we give to you. We're all about the winning this morning. If you match your 6 lucky numbers and play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2, you might net yourself 20 million rand. That's the total estimated jackpot today, this Wednesday. So if you play Lotto, there is an estimated 6 million up for grabs. Lotto plus 1, 8 million, and then Lotto plus 2 for a further 6 million rand today. So go and get your tickets. You can do it in store when they open. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can simply dial star 120 star 7529 hash for the USSD. And we'll keep all those deets up on the Expresso social media pages so you can check them out at your leisure and just make sure that you put yourself in the running to win big. Play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2 for 20 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. All the best of luck. It's a biggie. Well, I don't want you to rush out of your house just yet. We've got a lot on the way over the next 2.5 hours. Yes, Aiden is here. We're going to be whipping up his first Mexican-South African creation, Mzansi. It's a gift for you. It's a Mexican chakalaka, and I have a feeling it's going to kickstart an incredible flavor journey this morning. Yep, it is Mzansi, Mexico, combining in the most spectacular ways today. Then speaking of spectacular combinations, Dreamon's Cup and Bravo LaRue are combining for something truly spectacular this morning, and you're going to see it live. Stick around.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the Culinary Hotline Bling. See, I immediately do it to catch you off guard, and I hope that that woke you up just a little bit. It is Wednesday, and you know that we get into it. Delicious, feel-good recipes are coming your way. And today we have chef and cookbook author that we got to know just a little bit more. Aiden Pienaar is still in the building, and he's in the kitchen in particular, here to cook some delicious recipes from his cookbook, Mexico in Mzansi. Now, of course, if you have any culinary conundrums or questions, please join us in discussions and send that voice note on 0634088863. Aiden, it's already cooking away. Onions always smell great. Where do we begin with a Mexican chakalaka?
Mexican chakalaka, yeah. So, of course, having a Mexican book with a South African twist or other way around, it won't be that unless we have a chakalaka.
Of course.
Okay. So, a couple of ingredients, very, very simple. We start with onions, of course, with lots of butter. Okay.
I like this. We're not afraid of butter here.
Yeah, butter, oil. We're just going to sweat that a little bit until it's a little bit colored, and then we're going to go in with the peppers.
Do you want to swap?
you want to?
Do you want to put me to work? I'll pass you. I'll be your sous chef.
Sure, no
Allow
problem.
me today. Okay, what
Of
did you
course.
ask for?
Okay, we're going to go with the peppers.
The peppers.
I'm
I
leaving
know what
out,
those are.
yeah, you can put that straight in. We're going to leave the garlic for a little bit later.
Oh, why?
Just to prevent it from burning.
Okay.
Okay. It's not very hot, so it won't, but just in case.
I love that.
So,
What is
yeah.
the Mexican part of this? We'll probably get to it a bit later.
Yes.
But carrots are definitely South African.
Yes, that's
Okay.
definitely South African. So we got a curry spice, like Cape Malane flavor over there. Some chili powder.
Oh, lovely.
And then the Mexican twist here is the chipotle chili.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of smokiness. And then, of course, black beans, where in traditional chakalaka, I believe they use navy beans, which is like a little
The baked
white one.
beans.
Yeah, that kind of bean.
Yes.
So we're going to swap it out for
I
some
like
black
it.
beans. Yeah,
Protein is always a great idea.
of course, yeah.
Oh, that smells incredible. So now, Aiden, I'm seeing you using 2 different spices.
Yes.
How do we sort of temper the heat? Because it's
Okay.
supposed to be very spicy.
Well, that's it. You can control it. So you must remember with cooking, you can always add, you can never take out. Okay. So what you're going to do, we'll put in a teaspoon, we'll taste.
Ah,
Okay.
I get you.
Rather than putting everything in at once, because everybody's spice level is a bit different.
Of course, and we got to build up that tolerance slowly but surely.
Exactly,
Right,
exactly.
peppers, onions
Yeah.
in. Where do
In.
we go next?
We're going to go in with the garlic.
Okay, now's a good time.
Now's the garlic, yeah.
And you know what? My rule is that you can never have too much garlic. Like, the more the better.
I like garlic.
Yeah.
It does add amazing flavor to anything, really.
Yeah.
All right, and then once this is kind of simmering for about 30 seconds, whatever, then we put in the spices.
Okay.
Because we need to cook out that spice a bit. So we cook it into the oil, give it a mix, because we want to release that oils and the flavors and the aromas of the actual spices. So we can go
Lovely.
in with maybe like a teaspoon for now.
Okay. Of
the
each
curry
one.
part? Yeah.
Curry powder. Wait,
Okay.
like a heaped teaspoon?
That's
or about that
perfect,
much?
yeah.
Okay. Lovely.
Okay, then we just give it a mix.
What would you have this with?
yeah.
Would you serve it with a braai? Because to me,
Yes.
chakalaka and braai is synonymous.
Yes, it can definitely be a side dish. I've actually seen people put it in an omelette. Yeah, for like a
get
vegetarian. Yeah, so
that.
for like a vegetarian kind of alternative. To
Oh my
any other
goodness!
dish.
Why have I never tried that before?
Listen, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
delicious.
they sent me a video and they put it in an omelette. I was like, oh,
Oh,
so clever.
exactly. Packed with flavor, absolutely
Definitely,
delicious.
Sure.
Okay,
you can
and then
go
this
in-
one?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
like a half a teaspoon.
What do you say?
Just a half a teaspoon. There we go.
Is that
Perfect.
enough?
Yeah. Remember, we can always just add.
You can always add, not take away.
Exactly.
And when you say you should taste along the way, at what points do you taste as you're making the chakalaka in particular?
Well, if you're not scared of tasting raw veg
Yeah.
or semi-raw veg, you can taste it.
Even
now.
now, okay.
Yeah. I've got a very good idea, obviously, so
Right.
I'm not gonna give
So
it
you're the
a taste.
professional.
Yes.
We love to see
Yeah.
it.
Okay, and now we can go in with the carrots.
Okay.
We gotta cook the carrots out a bit. The
Yeah.
beans is gonna go in last. Yeah.
Is
there
it
we
because they're already cooked?
go. Yes, exactly. You don't want them to turn to mush.
Yeah.
So that will go right at the end, and then we'll garnish with coriander.
I love this.
Yeah.
What is your favorite recipe from your book? Do you have one?
Yes, I do. And I get this question quite often.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of fish. So I do like a fish ceviche. So
Okay.
it's basically a whitefish, hake or cod or whatever. And you basically cook it in lemon juice or lime juice. Then we make like a little salsa, like tomato, onion, coriander. And then we actually put in mango.
Oh,
Yeah.
that combination sounds incredible.
Yeah. Mango or pineapple, whatever is in season. Obviously, mango's in season now.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite special.
And then you would serve it with what? Or is that the meal?
With corn chips.
With corn chips.
It's like a chip and dip, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just cook this down for a little bit.
Okay,
And
so what's
then-
the next? We're going with tomato next,
Yes,
right?
we're gonna go with tomatoes. Right in. Oh, the smell is just unbelievable.
It
I
smells
love that
incredible so far.
that curry flavor.
Too
Yeah.
good. Would this be the point that you kind of figure out if you need more curry spice or not?
A little bit later.
A little bit later.
We're still gonna add the chipotle, which is
Oh,
the smoked
yeah.
chili. And that also
that
obviously
smells
has a bit of spice to it.
Okay.
And,
And the smokiness is very apparent.
yes, so a chipotle chili is actually a jalapeno that's been smoked.
I
So
didn't
the,
know
Yeah,
that.
so the name just changes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I
we
like
can
jalapeno.
pop that in.
Okay, all of it, right?
Maybe
A
half.
little bit.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Just Give that a stir. I just keep on moving it. This is a beautiful non-stick pan, by the way.
Yes.
So it won't stick.
Shout out to our kitchen team.
Yeah. And then we basically will just have the simmer until it's cooked.
Yeah.
And then we'll add in the beans later.
I love that. Okay, so for the sake of TV, let's chuck the beans in now and just
Perfect.
allow it to cook.
Okay, you
when
can
we
put
go
in
to an
half for
ad
now.
break.
There we go.
When do we season?
We'll season now.
Now,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Generous or?
Yeah, generous, go for
Okay.
it. Yeah. And it's molten salt, so it's
Salt.
beautiful.
Oh, yes, I love.
There
Bit of
we go.
pepper.
Perfect. You see the colors, it's the orange, reds,
I love
blacks.
it. Let me tell you, Raul would be so proud of us because he always says, eat the rainbow, and this is
There we go.
exactly that.
There we go.
I love it. So the dania doesn't cook. We just garnish
Yeah.
with it on the top.
We can put in throughout.
Yeah.
But just for the sake of people that doesn't like coriander that much, we'll just put a little
Graham.
bit of a... yeah, where is he? We can just put it on top a little
Oh,
bit.
lovely. That will also add some vibrancy
Exactly.
and some beauty
Some extra
to
color,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
for
I
sure.
love.
So yeah, we'll just cook this. You can put a lid on if you want, and that's it.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing stopping us from tasting it right now because all of these are pretty cooked. So let's see if we did a good job so far.
How's your seasoning?
Ooh. Ooh, spicy, but great.
See?
I love it.
Yeah, it's there. It's definitely there.
Oh, I love that. Well done.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going
Thanks
to
for
take
your
any
help.
credit. No, I did
No, of
nothing. Welcome me back into your kitchen. Let me try again.
There we go.
We'll have 2 more sessions of Culinary Hotline Bling. Your favorite food memories. Do you have any?
The first time I had a traditional corn Mexican tacos was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it.
What was inside?
It was they actually called it Baja fish taco. So it's made with mahi, which is almost like a Cajun, it's a fish,
Okay.
but it's Cajun spiced.
Ooh, you mentioned many things there. Baja, mahi,
Yeah.
mahi.
Mahi is a fish.
The fish?
Beautiful fish.
Yeah.
And then they blacken it. They call it blackened, so it's like our Cajun.
Ooh, yum.
And it's just put into this homemade corn tortilla. Oh, it was so good.
I
And,
feel you're reliving the memory right now.
Yeah, it was actually in a place called Laguna Beach.
Okay.
In between San Diego and Los Angeles.
Beautiful.
Yeah, on the
I
beach.
love a
Oh.
fish taco. That is the perfect thing. As you're
Very
watching
much.
fish, eating the fish, come on. Couldn't think of
Exactly.
anything better. And we would also like to give away some of your cookbooks. So
That's
if
right.
you would like to win one of these, if you have a story just like that, share it with us. If it's funny, if it's memorable and means something to you, share it with us on our WhatsApp line because we are giving away 1 out of 3 cookbooks. Now, the competition ends at the end of the show today at 9 a.m. So please get to entering, and T's and C's, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com. Well done, Aiden.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so this must basically just cook for...
Oh, loving the smells permeating across the studio. Aiden's not going anywhere. More from the culinary hotline in just a moment. Then we know Pambili is a struggle standard that I think captures so much energy for so many people, and we're about to inject a whole new take as Dreamon's Cup and Bravo LaRue layer in their incredible element to the story. It is the coolest collaboration you're going to hear all year, all decade, and we are here for that. We're also going to plug into Bravo's journey. He's on an incredible trajectory. Cannot wait for that. Then yes, we're going to have a little bit of fun and take on the Marshmallow Challenge. People say I got a big mouth. We're going to find out just how big in just a moment. Stick around. You can start warming up.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, we are buzzing this morning. A very good morning. If you've just woken up, oh, you are in for your Just Rewards right now. We've got the incredible honor of welcoming a band whose music speaks to the hearts of millions. Dreamans Cup has captivated audiences with a unique blend of traditional sounds, infectious rhythms, you'll understand what I mean in just a moment, and powerful storytelling. And now they're telling a very big story. And that's not all. We also have the privilege of welcoming back a true visionary and extraordinary talent, someone we love on this show, a man whose journey has captivated the hearts and minds of audiences as well as fellow artists in South Africa. He is an inspiration. Ladies and gentlemen, can we put our hands together for all of the gents, including Bravo LaRue and Dreamans Cup. Welcome to it. You guys look like fire. You had to bring a gold disc there. Certified gold, my friend. How does that feel? Congratulations to Shava as well, man. That's brilliant, dude.
Yeah, shout out, man. Like, yeah, I'm lost for words, but I'm happy that like Cape Town is finally like being recognized right now.
Sure.
You know, because yeah, Cape Town is kind of like a different country with what's happening in in South Africa.
Completely different.
But
culture,
also just to inspire, you know, like kids who come from where we come from. Thinking that like your dreams are not valid because they never saw it happening before.
They need to make that connection,
Yeah, so it was very important for me to bring this flag down to Cape Town, and soon I'm actually going to be taking it to the streets just to inspire. You know, like everybody, to say thanks to everybody that's been like supporting the journey, and just also to inspire young kids to know that like their dreams are still.
You're never getting it back, but we're taking it and we're keeping it down in Cape Town, dude. But congratulations. We know what we don't do it for that, but it matters. It really does. And the timing's pretty good, gents, eh? This is what we want to see. Exactly. So congratulations to you guys as well. I would imagine taking on a number like this comes with a lot of responsibility. It's a struggle song, man, and it tells a very big story, a very dark story, but there is a message of hope within that, or a fire that burns. Why did you want to take this on?
Hey, man, I mean, it doesn't matter where you are in life or where you are in the world, you are going to be faced with some kind of challenge, you know? So this song, it inspires you to keep going. Never stop fighting. Do not look back. Phambili means forward, right? So you need to keep looking forward. You're not going back. Do not look back. The only time you have to look back is when you're checking how far I've come. You know? And also, like, especially today, man, current situation right now, we're dealing with a lot that it's really breaking our country. Our country is like literally bleeding at the moment.
Polarized.
You know, we really need to, like, there's high suicide rate, violence against women. You know, our children are getting raped at schools. You know what I mean? We need to say stop to that. So we need to keep fighting for positivity and justice and equality.
And I love that. And this speaks to you being that energy. Don't wait for someone else to step in and do it. Don't look up and say, why are you getting this wrong? You've got to do something for yourself.
Definitely.
Can I ask why him? You know, apart from achieving gold status, no, there would have been, I would imagine, a lot of deep thought about the kind of chemistry that's needed for the song. What's it been like working with Bravo? Why was this the perfect fit?
Yeah, like, you know, I think that answer is in two folds.
Okay.
One, since Dreamans Cup is somewhat regarded as OGs in the game, you know, we've been at it since, you know.
You've got your own path.
You know what I
Let's be clear,
mean?
you stand in your own lane. Yeah.
We are deliberate, you know, with having to bridge the gap between the new era and the so-called golden age,
It's vital,
so to speak, you know. So we saw Bravo to be the perfect fit for this collaboration, in that sense, you know, because we come from a different age compared to where he's at, you know. And then the second part is that, you know, the song Phambili, as Mapi has elaborated, it embraces positivity and forward thinking. With everything that he has achieved at such a young age, I mean, it only made sense that we bring him on board and do what we are known best for.
I love it, man. Because you are kind of like a young OG. And that's a difficult status to achieve when you're a young man. But it speaks to the compound growth, how you've lent on great artists. You appreciate the music, the wordplay, the writing. There's a lot going into it. Were you nervous taking on Phambili? I mean, this is a different beast, man.
I think I was. Okay, to be honest, right? Because like I come from like a new wave and like a trap, you know, like generation. Like people overlook the fact that like we actually are sons of rhythm and poetry. You know, before we started
There's
the
a
sound, like
syncopation
we
there.
grew up
Yeah.
watching them, listening to them. So, like literally, like right now when I like maybe like I was rehearsing. Last weekend, I wanted to call my high school friends. I'm like, gents, like I'm here with 3 months scarf, dog, you know? So I would say like, yo, I've always been ready. Like the music I'm currently like making right now is the music I always wanted to make like as a young Jen, you know? And like to actually, I've been working with them, you know, like on that specific song, there was like everything for me. That's why like I'm just like giving it like all my energy also just to make sure that I show up for it.
I will recognize real, man.
You must get a feeling. There are songs every once in a while that stand the test of time, but there is an energy around these songs that you
Yes.
get to plug into every once in a while. Why now? What is it about the timing? Is it the purpose-driven young people around us that are ready to hear a message like this? Why do you think this is so important?
Man, actually, you know, sometimes we don't plan things according by ourselves, but you know, the time revealed itself. No, also we believe that there is nothing called a coincidence. You know?
Oh,
So we
100%.
believe it was a perfect time for this particular collaboration to happen. Even the things that this collaboration brought up, you know, it's not just a song. Now it became a movement. Because last week we were at Bravo was performing at Grand Arena in Grand West Arena.
Oh.
Yeah, there was Java there. You know, we were there. We were rocking the crowd. It was epic. There was fire in the building. Everyone loved the song. So yeah, it's just like it's God's timing. It's God's plan, man. That's what we
The
believe.
stars have aligned.
Yes,
And I say that a lot.
alignment. Yeah, they-
Bravo, I want to just connect with you because a lot of this speaks to a level of manifestation, and we joke about it with you on the show on the times that you come in. We say, speak it, bro, speak that truth out there. I want to just take a little trip down memory lane if we can right now. Hopefully our team has got the clip ready, but I want to take you back just a few steps to another time that you were on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Take a look at this.
Let's check it out.
Another funny story. So in 2018, early, I actually was depressed and like I stopped everything, you know. I was like studying and, you know, like doing my thing. But I was still like trying to pursue this rap thing, you know, but it was just not working out. And I got depressed, left everything, went to Gansbaai to live with my sister, recovered, like went to Claremont. I heard you guys were just...
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. First of all, we look a lot younger, so I can only imagine you must feel a lot younger. How crazy to look at the version of the young man that is sitting here right now with that in his hands. When you think back to the uncertainty, to the risks that were taken, to that depression, how do you feel right now, bro?
Damn, it's so crazy. Actually, yeah, no, thank you for that, actually. You know,
Mind
because
blowing, man.
this is what I always say, right? Because I'm the moment I don't get to experience myself, you know? But it's because of moments like this when you give me like a memory lane so I can sit down and like, yo, I actually like did that, you know? Yesterday I was actually reflecting about how much we, like the middle part of the journey is overlooked.
Yeah.
You know, when
The
you
destination.
you know,
yeah.
like when you're at a space, like nobody talks about like, you know, like how tired you actually got. Nobody talk about how many times you wanted to quit. Nobody talks about like who really like stuck with you, you know. Like only recently I discovered the fact that like, yo, I have a friend, his name is Akolile, I call him Jads. This guy is the first guy that actually like put me in studio to actually like record a song, right? And he's still here with me. And like when I look around me, he always claps the loudest. Like I barely get excited for anything, to be honest. But he's always more excited than me, you know? So I just sat down and actually like took it all in. I'm like, yo, like, nah, thank you, man.
That's
Like, you know, to that guy for clapping the loudest when I couldn't clap for myself. You know, like, thank you to the journey. Thank you to my sister, you know, for making sure that I didn't die. I literally left the hospital, you know. I was not discharged, you know. I unplugged the drip and left, you know, like I was just ready.
I
But my
hope there is.
sister made sure that she refuses that, like I leave Earth like that.
Oh, man. I hope the people that you have just spoken about are watching right now, but I'm thinking of the young man, the young woman that is going through the most right now, hearing those words and seeing that version of you compared to this version of you sat next to these absolute legends. Bambilenge, whoa. Oh, man, I cannot wait. This is going to be insane. There's nothing that I could say that is going to add anything to this performance. It is magical. The boys are here I want to say just for you, but I think they're kind of here for everybody this morning. And I'm going to say myself included, so I love you guys for being here so bright and early. They will be bringing you an unforgettable performance in just a moment. Stick around.
Oh, legends in studio. I can't believe that we get to experience this moment together. And also, right now, the competition is going to continue because it's Graham versus Carissa in something truly special. Well, Easter's all about fun, it is about family, and of course, it is about delicious treats. And Game are bringing the sweetest deal this season on the iconic pecan marshmallow egg boxes, and that's going for only 79 Rand 99 each. And today we're putting these iconic marshmallow eggs to the ultimate test in our Marshmallow Madness Challenge. Now, it's a fun twist on the chubby bunny, which we all know and love. How it works is that we're going to have to fit as many marshmallow eggs as we can into our mouths while still clearly saying, "You've got game." And whoever manages the most eggs while saying it clearly wins.
Why are you so confident
I'm
right now?
confident. I'm going to go with 5.
But I just had like a whole emotional moment there, so my mouth's all dry. I'm still trying to
Eyes
bring my...
are
Yeah,
teary.
exactly. Okay, did I cry in front of Brother LaRue?
Did you?
No, I
Just
don't
one-
think
one
I did. I
thud
think I was
tear.
all right. I
One
was all right.
thud
He might
tear
have
is
cried a
okay.
little bit. All right.
How many
So
do
what
you
have we
think
got to
you
say?
can fit? You've got game.
We've got game, you've got game.
We've all got game.
Okay, good luck. So we just go, hey?
Okay, I want one of every color.
But the way... Okay, you're confident.
You're starting with one. Okay.
I'm just going to
They
pull
are
that.
quite big, to be
They
fair.
are, and delicious. We want them to be big. Oh, this is going to go badly.
Another one.
Okay,
my God.
you've got game.
You've got game.
You got game, girl. You do. So I went to the green and probably...
Oh, no.
This is going to get nasty in a moment, I think. Huh? Mm-hmm. You've got game.
You've got game.
You've got game. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, this must look a bit nasty as well, but how do I look? Beautiful. Oh, no, I had 2 greens. Oh, you gave me a hop? Oh, you're so kind. There's no way anything else is going in there. You've got game, but clearly, you've got game. Okay, no, you can. I think you can get one more in there. I think you can do it. Come on, girl. Are you doing it a little bit by bit? I'm just checking to make sure she's not hiding it behind her. Yeah, or something like that. You want to give it a go? Who's got game? Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go, my sweet, sweet friend. There is some paper towel for you. Oh, that's my year made. Easter is all about making memories, and there's no better way to do just that than with family fun and the best treats at the best prices. And at this price, you really can stuff as many as possible into your mouth. So hop in store or go online at game.co.za to grab your Easter favorites today. Oh, absolutely amazing. And funnily enough, these ordinarily, before I started doing the show, weren't my favorite kind of
Really?
Easter egg. But because
I love
I've
them.
eaten, for the sake of Expresso's viewers, 3,872 of these Easter eggs, I have
Add
developed
5
quite
more
a
to
taste
that.
for them.
I love them.
Love them. But you know what I like about these? It's like I suppose, the Easter stocking fillers.
Yes, it is.
Because you get to a point where you can't blow the bank on these big, giant, expensive... So marshmallow eggs, And to be honest, I think the kids like these the most.
I really do. They taste like my childhood. I had so many of these leading up to Easter.
Oh, I can see.
Around the Easter
I can see how many
period.
you had.
I had about 20 times more than that on a daily. I think I fit about 5 in today. 4. 4.5.
4 3/4, I'm going to say. I'm going to give it to you.
I
But that was a
appreciate it. Feels good
stunning,
to be a winner.
Stunning victory.
I love it.
So for me, and this is what I love about Easter, it's an opportunity. We've heard parenting experts like Nikki Bush talking about the family traditions and rituals.
Yeah.
Easter gives you one of those plug-and-play rituals.
Absolutely.
And I know there's a spiritual significance, which is beautiful in its own
Yeah.
right. But for everybody, there is an opportunity to just have fun, connect with family. I love the fact that
Yes.
Aiden said that's what cooking's about.
It is what it's about.
So for this sort of thing, I love the fact that you can have a little bit of fun. I want to see my kids go through the same.
Yes,
In fact,
please.
can you guys take on the challenge right now? So you are on 4 3/4. Carissa set the standard, the bar this morning for how many of our delicious marshmallow eggs we can squeeze into our mouth. If you can beat it, prove it. We want to see videos. We need to see proof. And the nice thing is, the best part about it is you get to eat them.
Yeah, and the fact that it's $79.99. I mean, you could get 25 boxes and eat as many marshmallows as you want.
Oh man, Easter is sorted. So yeah, if you want to throw down a challenge, you can hit us up on the socials. And beyond that, maybe I think we should try again.
Oh my goodness. Take me on, though. Let's try 6.
All right, Pambili gets a whole new take. It's an amazing standard. It's a war song that should get that fire burning in you. And of course, Dreeman's Cup and Bravo LaRue are combining to drive that message home in the most powerful way. Can't wait.
And they came looking the part too. But speaking about moving forward, we're going to get straight into our second edition of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, you see, now we've woken up and we're going to make some chicken tacos along with Aiden. It's going to be good. That with the side of chakalaka, and then we still have one more recipe coming.
Wow.
Come on.
And dessert.
Dessert is sorted. Love it. See you on the other side of
Okay, one more. Just one.
For over 50 years, Natura has helped families heal naturally. Now it's your turn to experience the magic. Win one of 10 Natura wellness packages plus a 1,000 Rand sorbet voucher. To enter, follow Natura on Facebook, comment on the competition posts, and tell us how you use or want to use Natura, and tag a friend who deserves some natural wellness. Nurture your health naturally. Competition closes Friday, 11 April. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. Of course, we have been selling it hard because it is incredible. Pambile by Dreeman's Cup featuring Bravo LaRue is on the way. If you want to see the gents performing live, you better get your tickets quickly. Almost 99% sold out for the Business Premium Jazz Festival at Grand West. It's going to be an unforgettable experience, so please get your tickets like literally in the next second if you can. And if you want a little taste of what you're going to get, well, it's on the way.
Good morning, South Africa. This is Bravo Leroux in Trebanskap. As we're about to perform Upamile right now, this is a dedication and giving strength to the whole nation about the current issue that's happening right now. Justice for Ukwekwe and all the other children that are unsung for. Please do vibe with us, sing with us, and keep fighting.
Amen.
amadama namanzi wakhala umfelokazi imekwekazi impompoza igazi xa jiya kushota amanzi awufuna uyazi ucishe lempini awusindi uqeda ulwazi ungafakazi khazi odamthura bafa bethwele umnqwazi akubanga kudala isikhuni sibuye nomkhwezeli futhi ngensabayeni asithetheleli sijike esilimekeni sikhova sinqole ekutheni sikhongotheni sigobele esandleni sidadame esibangweni sikhokha amandla siqonde siyemfazweni phambili ngewo phambili siyabona asoyiki into siyaphambili siyonqoba kulokona phambili siyanqo siyawina for sure asinavalo siyaphambili akhonti nostopa phambili
bekho imfazwe zimfazwe zenkolo zomnotho kumazwe ngamazwe ukuze bekho inzolo funeka qale kwazwe ngoba kakade ubomi hoya naphakade I'm fighting for the cause nilwa isikhali ndiyodwa I'm fighting for my soul ndilwa idabi likamoya angilali nobuthongo ebusuku ndivuswa yile ngoma ishukumisa amathambo amagorha kumzi kaXhosa uqhubula induku emqhuteni ndokhule eqondeni ngingqala imvumbulu emlonyeni ndosiphufa embokweni ngoboqhubeka enyameni qale egqithwe emoyeni usuko kuthixo enyangweni uxolo emhlabeni
naligazi lithole ezandleni soze lingayi ngisesemandleni mama namngcwaba ndaba kamhlungu ndala amadabi nasedlandleni noba kanjani asibuyi ngamuva noba kanjani nawe ungatyhafi khona nomdali noba unamali uze emazweni khala amabhijo siqula ngento noba sazinto sifuna ngobona bathi kum better go on like your heart has never been broken dog gotta be wise gotta be honest dog singamakoti hayi amagwala siphethe amajoni sihlaba amadlala phethe ngentusi siphethe amaqala phethe ngeloso mama bomama ndama nonyana ndama notata onyana bomgquba abantu abamnyama uzova ngevumbi engathi ngoguga nangamanyanga sakha amagusha
phambili for sure phambili ngunqayidla kwi-beat front sihlale kwi-shows phambili nge-shows phambili nge-tours phambili nge-spaza shop phambili nge-store phambili ngutravelisha umhlaba sisiphile abroad but yongidi nexesha layo uyikuthi ekuseni bamba ifowuni like lona ngomnxeba wakho yeah intshaba zam zilayite soze balibone tu endlalayo yeah dala ndazanyana ngamagqwirha phanti ndiyityana ethandazayo andiguqina ngedolo mna ndithandaza ndivule amehlo xa ndilala ndifake intshiza nebhayibhile phantsi komqabelo yeah I remember all the days mama engenamali yomgalelo nandimgalelele ixhweba ingathi ndigalela imali yomnikelo phambili
Powerful, powerful, powerful work right there. Driman Skap featuring Bravo LaRue. Absolutely phenomenal work and important work that they're doing. Gents, please give us a bow. Please go ahead. Now, you can get those tickets, of course. 99% sold out already out at CompuTicket. And please make sure that you do and go ahead and support our local gents in doing the most important work. But now, though, it's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's get into your national news headlines first. And we start out here, where National Police Commissioner Vani Masemola has ordered Major General Manseke Lekele to oversee the investigation into the rape of a 7-year-old girl in Matatiele, Eastern Cape. Despite the assault occurring last October, no arrests have been made. Now, police spokesperson Athlenda Mate confirmed Lekele is meeting with investigators and the National Prosecuting Authority to ensure justice is served. Protesters in multiple cities took to the streets yesterday, demanding accountability for the victim and other survivors of gender-based violence. In other national news, the South African Revenue Service has recorded a historic 2.3 trillion rand in gross revenue for the financial year ending in March, reflecting a 6.9% annual increase. Net revenue stood at 1,855 trillion rand, exceeding estimates by 8.8 billion rand. Now, SARS Commissioner Edward Kitsweda attributed the success to the diligent efforts of the agency's 13,000 workers, calling SARS a, quote, national treasure in sustaining democracy. He described the achievement as remarkable given current economic conditions, reaffirming the service's commitment to efficiency and compliance. And let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Russian President Vladimir Putin has launched the biggest military draft since 2011, calling up 160,000 men aged between 18 to 30. The move follows plans to expand Russia's military to 2.39 million personnel. Now, officials insist conscripts won't be sent to Ukraine, though past reports suggest otherwise. The draft coincides with escalating violence, including Ukrainian attacks on Russian energy infrastructure and a Russian strike that left 45,000 Kherson residents without power. Now, US-led ceasefire efforts have yet to yield results. Meanwhile, Zimbabwean police arrested 95 people for promoting violence and distributing the peace after Monday's protests in Harare. Authorities tracked protesters via social media and WhatsApp groups. Led by ZANU-PF veteran Blessed Geza, demonstrators demanded President Emerson Mnangagwa's resignation, opposing efforts to extend his rule beyond 2028. Geza, supporting Vice President Constantine Chiwenga, urged citizens to fill the streets. However, a heavy security presence kept turnout low. Now, in the past, police have often been accused of using excessive force during public protests. Closing off with this one, in a scene straight out of a children's book, a tiny, weak bunny wandered into the ER of a local hospital in Olawa, Poland, seeking help. Now, nurses were surprised when the little fur ball, no bigger than a fist, began following them around, even clinging to a nurse's leg. The community quickly rallied together, with hospital staff, city services, and even a Bolt driver stepping in. Now, the kind driver volunteered to transport the bunny to a nearby wildlife rehabilitation center, where the famished bunny immediately devoured the milk replacer and was warmly accepted by older hares. The heartwarming story has now captured the internet's heart, with social media users praising all those involved in the rescue. Absolutely love seeing that little bunny win. It's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's head into some sporting headlines with Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with football. And Bukayo Saka marked his comeback with a goal as Arsenal defeated Fulham 2-1, closing the gap on the Premier League leaders Liverpool to 9 points now. Mikel Merino's opener and then Saka's late header securing the win there, although Arsenal did lose Gabriel Magalhaes to injury through the process. Then elsewhere, Nottingham Forest, they boosted their Champions League hopes with a 1-0 victory over Man United, thanks to an Anthony Elanga stunner, an absolutely beautiful goal there. Now, let's bring it back to the local connection. Mamelodi Sundowns continue to fly. They secured a crucial 1-0 victory over Esperance de Tunis in their CAF Champions League quarter-final first leg at Loftus. So Peter Shalole's second-half strike giving the Brazilians an advantage ahead of their return leg at the Hamadi Agrebi Stadium in Tunis on the 8th of April. It's going to be hostile ground, so they're going to need whatever advantage they can take. Now that the Six Nations is done and dusted, let's see who stood out. France's winger Louis Belberry has been crowned Six Nations Player of the Championship, understandably so, after scoring a record-breaking 8 tries to help his team clinch the title. The 21-year-old surpassed Jacob Stockdale's 2018 record of 7 tries and won the fans' vote ahead of Tommy Freeman, Blair Kinghorn and Tommaso Mononcello. So France securing their 7th title with that 35-16 win over Scotland in their final game. Now on to cricket. Sad news for Cricket South Africa. They've confirmed the resignation of Proteas white ball coach Rob Walter, and that's effective as of the 30th of this month, citing personal reasons. So Walter led South Africa to their first ever ICC Men's T20 World Cup final in 2024, and then semi-finals for the 2023 Cricket World Cup and 2025 Champions Trophy. The CSA praised his contributions to squad development, with a successor soon to be named. And we certainly wish him well on the next phase of his life and cricketing journey. Certainly has made its mark. But that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Let's see if the roads have woken up.
Let's touch down with your roads for the first time this morning. We're out in Johannesburg, Gauteng. Congestion is causing slow-moving traffic, and that is along the N1 southbound after Winnie Mandela Drive. So we leave Joburg and head straight into Cape Town, where back-to-back traffic is being experienced on the M5 northbound, and that is at the N2 ramp. Now, of course, delays are expected, so do maintain a safe following distance and remain cautious while driving. So we leave your roads. Let's have a touchdown with your weather. Now in your weather news, scattered thunder showers and rain are expected across most of South Africa today. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms in parts of Mpumalanga as well as Limpopo, with large hail and heavy downpours causing localized flooding and damage. Now a yellow level 2 warning is also in place for Gauteng and the northwest. Meanwhile, with the Vaal Dam at over 107% capacity, authorities have opened a 3rd sluice gate to manage inflows, assuring that water releases remain within safe operational limits. Overtopping of riverbanks downstream is not expected. All right, our favorite way to start off the hour, it is with your sunrise view. Let's have a look and see what was sent through out in Sedgefield. This one coming from Tanya. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Sedgefield is one of my favorite places in the Western Cape to go on holiday. And to wake up on this view every single day definitely must feel like you are on vacation, Tanya. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Beautiful, beautiful skies, although a little bit moody, but that's okay as we head into colder weather as fall does approach. Well, we head into your temperatures for the rest of the country now, and a reminder to you to share your morning views with us on 0634088863. We've touched down in Drakensberg, Sedgefield. Where do we head to next? Let's have a look straight after this. All right, well, that is your temperatures for the rest of today. Pack your bags accordingly, okay? And what would be really nice if you also packed yourself some lotto tickets, because listen to this, got to match your 6 lucky numbers and play a lotto plus 1, and then you have lotto plus 2 for 20 million rand in total estimated jackpots. And it happens this Wednesday. Play lotto for an estimated 6 million, and then you have lotto plus 1 for 8 million, and then just some small change, lotto plus 2 for 6 million rand today.
You're going to need an extra bag when you pack your
Actually,
bags, and that's fine. You can buy your tickets in store. You can go nationallottery.co.za online. You can use their great mobile app, ready good to use. You can use your own cell phone banking setup. Generally has a little drop down or dial *120 *7529# for the USSD. Super easy.
I love that. And if you didn't quite catch those steps, it is available at Expresso Show across all your social media platforms. Go and check it out and get yourself in the running to play lotto plus 1 and lotto plus 2 for 20 million rand, and that is in total estimated jackpots today. Lots of money to be won.
Oh, all the best of luck. Well, we are feeling like lotto winners this morning. It's been an amazing day. And of course, Aiden Pinar is here making it just that much more amazing with flavors of Mexico in Mzansi. And we're going to bring chicken tacos onto the menu, all part of his beautiful new cookbook. It looks exquisite, and the food so far has been amazing.
I'm so excited. Since we're going global and keeping it local, I thought, why don't we also shine a light on entertainment news? It's going to be some good stories waiting for you.
Spicier than the food.
A little bit spicier than the food. I mean, Aiden, it was pretty. It was pretty.
It was quite hot,
But I'll try my best. We'll see entertainment news 2 straight after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, your beauties. This is officially another installment of the Culinary Heartland. Bling! Zing, zing, zing! Extra bass this morning. I like it. It might be in honor of Aiden, who has been amazing this morning. Earlier, he prepared some delicious Mexican chakalaka, and now we're about to make chicken tacos. No pressure, Aiden.
Not at all.
So we are, of course, stood beside Aiden Pino, who's released Mexico in Mzansi, a beautiful cookbook combining, I think, the two most complementary flavor palettes ever. 100%. And South Africa, we are about kind of sitting around a table. I love what you said about human connection, foods that we can dip into. And it also allows for a bit more of an exciting culinary journey, which is cool.
Also sparks conversation.
100%. And there are a few conversation starters here, i.e. how do you pack your taco? How do you eat your taco? What's going inside? So let's start there. What is informing our taco creation?
Okay, so we're making a chicken taco that is basted almost in kind of a chili lime dressing or basting. And then we serve it with crispy leeks.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And then a smoked chili or chipotle sour cream or mayonnaise.
I love that. I love leeks in any way, shape, or form. So, and they're kind of like an onion. So they give you that kind of like that flavor profile, but being slightly smaller, the crunch is going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's get cracking.
And chicken thighs, obviously. I don't know if I mentioned that, but
and why the thighs, incidentally, as you get going?
Thighs really is because. You know, I think a lot of people stay away from chicken because maybe they overcook chicken.
Yeah, it can get dry,
Yeah, especially the breast. And I go for thighs because, number one, it's the red meat of the chicken. And it actually is very difficult to overcook. The longer you cook it, the softer it gets.
There we go. And it's got all the beautiful fats, and I'm glad we've left the skin on there. That's flavor.
Definitely.
Okay, where do we kick off?
So we are going to start by cooking our chicken thighs, but we will just dip it in a little bit of...
Oh, lime chili. Now,
lime chili.
Lime, as I understand it, is quite a Mexican thing. They use that to kind of offset a lot of their really spicy or strong flavors.
Very much so. Actually, if your mouth is burning from chili, evidently, biting a piece of lime could actually help alleviate the
whether that's true or not, I'm still going to get my kids to try it. I know, I love the fact that my kids have embraced chilies and hot sauce and that flavor profile, but it's come at the, I don't want to say at the cost, I've had to invest a lot into that and really get them to enjoy cooking, enjoy making food, enjoy what's going into their food, and create the culture of food. When you look at your own culinary journey, how important was it to have that influence, that culture within your own home of enjoying and celebrating food?
I think it's definitely important. I mean, I'm very proudly South African, and I think for... You know, like I always grew up, everybody in South Africa knows the braai.
Yeah.
You know, and I think mashing these two cuisines together is actually quite special. You know, and I basically took the South African food or flavors and pushed them into the Mexican bubble rather than the other way around.
Okay, that's clever. And in that way, I suppose you're honouring both, as opposed to kind of diluting one or the other.
Yeah,
I think
it needs to be a very fine balance as well, and that's what we try to do here in Mexico and Zanzibar. Okay, so our chicken thighs are cooking.
Looking beautiful.
Down. Okay, we start with skin down, and we'll just let that cook gently, and then I want to come over to the leeks. Graham, like you said, it's the onion family. Okay, this is probably the most intricate part of anything in the book, really.
Okay, wow.
Because we need to cut them as fine as we can. Okay, so if you can see here, it's got layers, like a lot of our personalities,
own little
you know?
fibers in there.
Exactly.
I love that.
So we'll just go very gently. Just try and slice them as thin as you can.
Did you just drop a Shrek dad joke there, hey?
You heard that?
You just snuck it under there. Very good. Very good.
All right, so we'll just do that with maybe just two. And then this recipe, funny story, is actually the first recipe I've ever tried before opening my restaurant. So this stay precedent to everything else.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So this really is a full circle.
It really is.
The fact that this is, I mean, well done, little recipe.
Yeah.
Hey, he's found himself in the real world. Yeah, he's got a real job.
Exactly.
Oh, that is brilliant. That actually makes me weirdly emotional.
Yeah.
You must have had a few of those moments with this journey, just looking at your beautiful book. I could see you kind of appreciate it again this morning when I pointed out how gorgeous it is. But there must have been a few emotional moments through this journey.
Yeah, you know what, I think... You know, you take things for granted very often.
Yeah.
And I still do to this day, I'm going to be honest. sometimes people are like, oh, how's your book doing? I'm like, oh yeah,
I've got a book.
I've got a book.
I've got a whole
And you know
cookbook.
what, there's a lot of people that strive for it, and I'm saying just go for it. If you want to start something, like a book or being a chef, just, you know, number one, it has to be a passion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Passion or purpose,
You know,
yeah, for
passion or
sure.
purpose. And then, secondly, I think,
Magic.
you know, if you want to do a book, get your stuff in order and just put yourself out there, really.
Well,
And that's what I did.
And you deal with it. You deal with the challenges because there will be challenges. And right now, we're going to pose a challenge to you. We want to listen to Pauline sent us through a voice note. I don't know if it's in the hopes of winning one of your cookbooks or maybe she's got a question, but let's hear from Pauline right now. Can you turn it up nice and loud?
Happiest moment in the kitchen is making tortillas, cutting habaneros and forgetting how hot they are. So wherever you touch, it burns. Wiping my eyes while cooking. So I think that was the funniest one because I was dancing all around the kitchen. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Don't touch your eyes and don't go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the biggest
okay.
one,
And I would imagine when you start playing in the Mexican playground, Chili's, you're going to discover new levels of hotness that you hadn't before.
Very much so, but I must be honest, Graham, that is where people are misconceiving Mexican. Mexican food doesn't have to be spicy.
It can be subtle. Yeah.
It can be subtle. In Mexico, they actually use chili as flavor rather than spice. You know, they got hundreds of, and they use a lot of dry chilies, which in turn is quite spicy, but they treat it in a way where, you know, the subtleness kind of like, or the spiciness dumbs down, and the flavor just intensifies.
And I find that with a lot of the nuances of curry making, for instance, it's not just about that bazooka of hotness.
Exactly.
There are layers and levels to play in that. I'm so glad that you've done this deep dive.
Sure.
Just very quickly, we will assemble these in a moment, but talk us through the next steps of the process.
Okay, so I have, like you saw, I cut the leeks quite thinly. Do it as thin as you can, and I'm deep frying them in quite low oil, because you don't really want color, but you want them to crisp up quite nicely. Then we're gonna put some marinade again, heat up the tacos, get some color on them on the gas hob, and assemble. That's it.
Man, well, I think we'll have to do a little live assemble in just a moment. Absolutely love it. Now, if you'd like to get your hands on Mexico in Mzansi, courtesy of Aiden, we've got a couple of books to give away this morning. We've heard an awesome story from Pauline. I think she might net one of them, but if you'd like to, you can send us a voice note to our WhatsApp line, 063-408-8863. Share one of your funniest or most memorable kitchen stories. We'd love to hear from you. Make it funny, because we need a laugh midweek, and we might just send you one of these gorgeous cookbooks. So simple, yet so many wonderful things to discover in it. It's just going to be magical. But we'll finish off our tacos in just a moment. That is such a cool idea.
It is, yeah. And when you taste it, it doesn't have pungency, but it's got that like onion hum with the smoked mayo. All comes together.
Beautiful. Oh, Carissa, I hope you're ready. I might even give you the honor of first taste this morning.
Oh, well, thank you, Graham. I appreciate that. Zooming out from the kitchen to the rest of your house, get ready for another episode of Handy Heroes. Now, this week, the team out at Bramley in Micah in Johannesburg share crucial DIY tips, helping homeowners understand area proximity for better coverage. Plus, they reveal their go-to paint choice and why it's the ultimate pick for a durable, professional finish. Let's have a look.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Bramley Micah in Johannesburg.
So this store started in 1991. My brother and I started the store, and over the years we built it up. And 15 years later, we opened the 1,000 square meter store, which we've run for the last 20 years.
It's a store that's been around for 35 years, family-run store, just a store that's trying to meet the needs of the community.
What I love about the customers is that they get to know us in the store. They've been supporting us for a number of years. We feel that we've got that support from the customers, that they love getting the service that we offer them, and they know our staff and they know us in the store.
We give best customer service. We know customers by names, and the customers also like us, so that's best customer service.
It's the best hardware in the area to buy Plascon products because we offer a diverse range of products. So whatever you need, we've got available for you.
My favorite Plascon product, I'll say Velvet Glow. Easy to clean, easy to work with. You can paint whatever you want.
My DIY tip is that the most important thing when people are painting their houses and the product they use is to work out how much coverage it will give and how long it will last.
Bramley Micah, let us show you how.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
We always say we love that reassurance of we've got this, because yes, we do. And if Plascon doesn't tell you that, I'm pretty sure Alan Committee will. The reassurance is here in the form of comedy and so much more. Your new role, I've been trying to practice how to say it.
Go on.
Ekul Piro.
Okay, that's pretty bad. But that's something we can work on, isn't it? That's something to strive for. Hercule Poirot.
Oh my goodness, you got to say it with the.
You got to get something. The phlegm comes up, it mixes with the snot, it combines with the stomach flex, and then you get Hercule Poirot.
Wow, Hercule Poirot.
Yeah, no, still not working.
I'm gonna practice that during the break, and then we're gonna have a chat with Alan Committee. Not only that, we're going to get into entertainment news. We'll see if he'll weigh in on the latest in Tinseltown and beyond. In just a little bit, we'll update you on all things good.
Welcome back, you beauties. That naughty little laugh should reveal it all. We're about to get our daily dose of entertainment news, from the latest celebrity buzz to some hot releases in music, and yes, some heartbreaking news as well thrown into that. You got a job to do today, girl.
I do.
Walk us through.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's start off with the news that definitely is going to break so many hearts. I just was scrolling online and found out now that Val Kilmer has unfortunately passed away at the tender age of 65, still so young. But listen, he's given us so much. In sad news from Hollywood, of course, we know that he's given us the best in roles, iconic roles at that, like Top Gun. I mean, come on. Batman Forever, who could forget?
Iceman.
The Doors, yes, and you got to say it like that too. Kilmer's versatile career really spanned over decades. Generations will know him, captivating audiences with his powerful and wonderful performances. He was admired not only for his talent, but also his incredible resilience.
Yeah, he was great. And obviously, he's had a long, very well-publicised battle, so we won't get into the dark half of that narrative. But I can remember watching Willow as a very young man, and that kind of made me excited about the notion of being an actor, of being able to do that. I loved him growing up. He was just a phenomenal talent. From the Batman franchises, absolutely amazing. But The Doors, for me, obviously, where he really put his hand up, that introduced me to Jim Morrison and The Doors, and kind of took me down a whole another path. So yeah, his body of work is incredible.
Absolutely. The range on him is so much. So yeah, we're sending all his All our love to his family and friends that were affected by this after, unfortunately, losing that battle to cancer. All right, let's get into some other news in entertainment, some local news at that.
Okay.
Also, not the happiest of stories to give you, but
Okay.
it's all around Rachel Khaleesi. Of course, we've been following her journey since the separation from Sia Khaleesi, and we know that she is the CEO and co-founder of the Khaleesi Foundation, right? They were doing incredible work, still continue to do great work, and she has stepped away from that space. But recently it's come out that she's actually initiated some legal proceedings against the organization, and that is with the Commission for Conciliation, Mediation and Arbitration. No one ever says that. It's the CCMA, yeah. On the 25th of March, so just a couple days ago. And she basically is talking about the unfair treatment she experienced when she was within the organization.
An imbalance of power. And look, I'm going to say, don't try and make more of this than there is.
Yeah.
Don't try and create beef between the couple with this. Don't do these things happen within business all the time.
Whether it's our head girl and head boy or not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't try and layer in another narrative here to create more spice around. So I know normally I want more spice,
yes,
but in this case it is what it is.
It is.
So I hope she gets a speedy resolution. Well, that both parties get a speedy resolution, because there's most importantly very good work to be done,
and that's
they've done a lot. Yeah.
And that's the point. We hope that this won't sort of muddy the waters when it comes to the incredible charity work that they do for the country. So we'll definitely keep our eye on that and keep you updated to see how this is all going to unfold.
We love you guys.
We do love you guys so much. Sia, Rachel, please. All right, let's move into some other news. We know this time of the year, the 1st of April in particular, there's so much movement happening in the radio space.
Oh, yes.
And one of our favorite voices on Metro, My Lunch Show too included. But before we get into that, one of our favorite voices, Rabizi on Metro FM, has spent 13 years giving us traffic.
Really?
And now his journey has come to an end. And people just really love his road knowledge. I think it's more the delivery more than anything. Yes, he updates us, but it's the Rabizi-ness of it that really gets us so excited. I mean, I didn't even know that his name is Rob Byrne. I said, who's that?
Yeah.
We know you as Rabizi.
Beezy for Sheezy, yo.
Beezy for Sheezy. We'll forever know you as that. And he took to X, the social media platform, and basically said, I'd like to thank the Metro FM listeners for the most remarkable experience imaginable. Thank you for the love and the affection and the companionship over the many years. It is hard to express just how deep my gratitude runs, and it was a great honor and privilege to be able to serve in this position for so long. So thanks for making it possible. And it's so crazy to think that some foreign white dude was on a station like Metro FM on one of the main shows giving us traffic.
Talking about our traffic.
Our traffic on the phone, and became an absolute legend. So Rabizi, we thank you for your service, man.
Thanks for getting us to work, yo.
Thank you.
Hey, do you know how many people, the wheels of the country wouldn't have kept turning without that, man?
Absolutely. All right, can we go international?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. Now, this is all around speculation that was confirmed. So Sydney Sweeney, we knew she was engaged for about 7 years. We thought it was going to end up in a wedding. Not quite.
As I'm sure she did.
Yeah, it ended, unfortunately, before the I-dos. And she basically said she wants to focus on her career.
Okay.
Which, granted, I mean, she is on the come-up. She has done incredible roles, and quite recently has starred in a movie alongside Glenn Powell called Anyone But You. And there have been a lot of rumors that are sparking about the romance with these guys.
Well, they did a movie together, so it's probably true.
I mean, if we
isn't
go
that the
off of-
algorithm?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way it works in Hollywood.
It is. If we go off the recent things with, what's her name? I was going to call her Serena from Gossip Girl. Blair. It is crazy. But also, she was spotted at his sister's lead up to the wedding. So that feels quite intimate.
That feels very intimate.
Yeah.
You've got a lot to answer for, young lady. Whatever you're doing, we hope you are happy in that.
Absolutely. Well, so we leave your entertainment news, but not where we leave your entertainment, because we still have to talk to you. I'm going to try again. École parole.
What are you trying to say? Is it an actual word?
It's like, it was like Hercules, but it's not. And he is going to be joining us on the couch. Well, of course, it's acting as Ehul, comedian and award-winning comedian at that, and actor Alan Committee.
Okay, I'm going to trade places. I'm going to run across.
Come.
Me.
Come in.
Do it for us again.
You got it right there. That was good.
Okay, Graham needs to try now.
Hercule Poirot. No,
I constantly sound like I'm having a stroke when I say that. It sounds awful, man. It's terrible. Dude, all you needed to do prepare for this role.
The
Well,
stash.
no, it gets worse. Are
Oh,
you
there we
ready?
go.
Here we go.
Oh,
I
You
love
don't
it
just shave
so
your head like this
much.
for anybody, but you do when you play a Belgian detective called Hercule Poirot.
oh man,
do that.
you now identify as him.
I identify as a larger forehead than I've ever had in my whole life. I'm keeping the cap on if you don't mind.
My goodness, ladies and gents, it's Alan Committee.
Pew, pew, pew. So be
welcome
honest,
back.
is preparing for a role like this as simple as shaving your head and growing a moustache?
No, but it's a good start. So those who don't know, he's one of Agatha Christie, who's the queen of the whodunits. She wrote in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. She wrote 66 murder mysteries in her
My
lifetime.
goodness.
She gets the moniker, she's the queen of suspense.
Yeah.
And if you know anything about murder mysteries, you're a fan of Agatha Christie. There have been hundreds and thousands of adaptations and stage plays and TV productions and films about it. And her most famous detective is Hercule Poirot. You're quite right, it's Hercules in English.
It is.
And this idea of playing him comes with a bit of pressure because everyone has an idea of what he looks like and what he's about.
Right.
Part of this look is because she is so clear in her book about his delight in a moustache. I get to wax this every night and twirl it up. And that he's egg-shaped. He's an egg-headed man.
I like it.
I wear a little...
For a big brain?
For a big... Because his famous phrase is the little grey cells of the brain. That you have to use your brain more than your gut. So you've got to get into the role sometimes from the inside out. In this case, from the outside in. You start with the look and then you start playing with the text and the interpretation.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of play, I would imagine, with this.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough that at a production like this, to get a chance to play with 9 other actors on a stage in a play, you know, in musicals that's slightly more accepted and kind of, you see it a lot more. But in a play, to have these 9 fantastic actors, Alan Swerdler, our director, who does allow us that word, he allows us to play. The text is, listen, it's a murder mystery. It's not going to change theatre in terms of dramatic, but it's a great night out in terms of audiences sitting down and working out who done it, who doesn't love her, who done it.
I love those. I also love watching them and playing them and like the kudos of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so throw it back to 1930. Agatha Christie was a writer, and then she introduced playwriting into her career, and now we know so many of her bodies of work, Black Coffee being one of them. Let's get into talking about this one. What makes it so interesting for South African audiences in particular to go and watch this and anticipate the mystery?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's I think it's just if it's a genre you enjoy, or you're just interested in a good night out, then this is the play for you. It's fairly light, but it's got some interesting themes around it. So this play was originally written in 1923. We've updated it a little bit with the Agatha Christie Estate's permission to 1937 because the murder victim is a man who has invented a formula for a bomb. Now, we just had the big Oppenheimer movie last year, which happened in the mid-30s, and we know that was a real thing at that time in the world. People actually trying to find out how to create destructive forces that were going to be used for nefarious good. No one thought I was going to use the word nefarious. Not on a
Okay,
Wednesday
take it off,
morning.
take it off, cross it off the board. Thanks.
Nefarious. And so here's this guy who gets killed, and the formula is stolen, but it's a famously closed room or locked room scenario. So Agatha Christie was famous for creating a situation where 7 or 8 people were in a room, all the doors are locked, all the windows are locked. It has to be one of them. We spend the evening trying to find out who it was.
This is an algorithm. It's a very well-tested, proven, and magical algorithm. You are free. Every time I meet you, I'm just blown away by whatever new skill set you've just kind of so easily just adopted within your framework. And I'm struggling to understand, are you a comedian? Are you an actor? Are you a...
I quite like that little in-between line.
Exactly. How did this push you? Because now it's not just you being funny on a stage.
So this is an interesting one in that over the last couple of years, I've done some pretty heavy stuff. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Amadeus, where emotionally you're stretched, you're asked to kind of dig into some pretty dark places and go there. This is not that. This is about style. So this was the new challenge here. To play Agatha Christie, you play a style, a whodunit. It's almost like being in a soap opera and playing that kind of style, where you know the cameras are helping you in your performance, the blocking of the actors, the position.
Exactly.
And so So that's part of it. And the other thing was to do a nice Belgium accent.
Yes.
He's not just French, he's Belgian.
He's Belgian.
So, brilliant actress and great friend of mine, Robin Scott, who's such a superb accent coach here in South Africa, helped me with that. The third look was the look, obviously. And in the fourth, I like that you used that thing of playing with 9 other actors. It's about bouncing a ball with each other. It's about throwing energy, working with pace, working with intention, and telling a story as clearly as you possibly can. Because so often when we're doing so much acting, we get involved with I'm storm and dranging and I'm doing the thing, and we forget to tell the story.
It's a bit self-indulgent.
Yeah, audiences just want to hear a good yarn. And they're there for that. And it's been amazing the last week and a half. We've been playing to these superb houses here in Cape Town. And hearing, because I don't see them. Unlike stand-up, I don't get to look directly at them. But while I'm acting, you get a sense that the audience are actively watching. In other words, they're watching as a play.
Participating.
But they're participating, and you hear people going, oh, well, she's in the room. I wondered why he looked.
Oh, I love it.
So you get a real sense of like you were saying, playing Clue like we used to do when we were growing up. You know, you have to get your hands dirty and get involved.
So what was that term? Something a yarn? You said no.
A good yarn.
A
I
good
think
yarn.
the audience love a good yarn.
So nefarious and a good yarn. I think you have stayed in 1936, so that's fine. But I like that. Absolutely amazing. We've got tickets to be won. 2 tickets to Peter Turin's production of Agatha Christie's Black Coffee in Cape Town or Johannesburg. Head over to the Expresso social media pages right now. Answer this question: what is your favorite Agatha Christie novel or story, and why? And you better make it good. Remember to include the hashtag Agatha Christie, and whether you'd like to watch the show in Cape Town or Johannesburg. Vitally important. Competition ends at 9 on Friday, the 4th of April, so not a huge amount of time. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. This might be the first time that Agatha Christie has been hashtagged. I don't know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Alan Committee's not going anywhere. We're going to play a bit of a game with him. I can't wait to get into it. He came prepared, so we're definitely going to put him to the test in just a bit. We'll see you on the other side of this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Wednesday morning. Hello, if you just switched on, you came at a good time. From the streets of Tembisa to the center stage of South African hip-hop, Kane Keed is proving he is a force to be reckoned with. Known for his sharp lyricism and also just raw storytelling, he's already worked with industry giants, one of my faves, Pretty Ugly, and also Touchline. And now, with his new single that's coming up called Trouble Again, that's dropping ahead of his highly anticipated debut album by the name of Not Famous, the buzz is getting even bigger than ever. And this morning he's here to talk about his journey, his music, and what's next. Everybody give it up for Kane Keed! Yes, sir. How are you feeling this morning?
I feel great. I feel great.
Yeah?
I love this.
Oh, that's amazing. Are you awake is the question?
Yes, I am.
Okay,
I am.
good. What's your usual alarm time? When do you get up?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is quite early for you.
This is quite early, but we'll rock with it. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for being here, man. You have been in the game for a while. People might have met you or been introduced to you right now, but I mean, throw back to 2023 and the whole competition put me on and the top 10 placement, performances like Cotton Fest, my goodness, and then also back to the city. I wonder, as you look at your artistry and your journey in the rap space, have these really influenced you, or have you always kind of known you're that guy?
I mean, confidence has never been an issue. It's just like a matter of knowing what happens in the space. I feel like all those things just shape me into the artist that I'm supposed to become.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So I think with each and every experience that I had with, like, Put Me On, Cotton Fest, it just taught me things that I didn't know when I was still coming up, until I surfaced onto the industry, and then I could say, yeah, now I'm learning new things.
I love it. Is it too early to ask you what your biggest lesson has been so far?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest lesson thus far has been just keeping my head above the water. You know what I mean, I have to clear my mind of all the noise that happens around me. You know what I mean? Because at times people can get to you, and so I just try my best to
block them out.
Yeah, block it out.
Stay focused and keep the main thing at the end of the day. I love that. Let's talk about your new single, 11 April is when it drops. I can't wait.
Yes.
We heard a snippet of it online and I said, sir, give us some more, please. Oh my gosh, the melody is just so good. Of course, your lyricism, as you know, is fantastic. Let's talk a little bit more about that and also your debut album, Not Famous.
Yeah.
What's going into this? What can we expect?
The single dropping on the 11th of April is titled Trouble Again, featuring Usi Mamani. And so it's like a rebellious track.
Okay.
You know, it's more of a mission statement from my side to say, yo, I'm here. I'm setting my foot in the game, and yeah, like it or not, I'm here to stay. So that's basically where I angled everything from.
Right.
You know, and with the project, it's actually an EP.
It's an EP?
Hey, I don't want.
Okay, no album just yet.
That
It's
type
fine,
of pressure.
it's
That type of pressure is too heavy for me. But yeah, the EP just ties in with the single that's dropping, just to paint an overall picture of a kid that's coming up into the industry. I mean, not famous.
I was going to say, take me through that.
Yeah, a mind state where I'm just like, I'm sharing parts of myself that people that are famous wouldn't normally do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a personal, intimate, vulnerable project that yeah, I would just love to share with the people that follow me, the people that listen to me. Yeah.
All right. Any other features? You mentioned Usi Mamani. Who else?
We have Zulu Mecca on there.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think I'll just
keep the rest. Keep the rest to you. We'll have to just keep our eyes out on the 30th of April is when we go live with this. I'm very excited about that. What is next for you? I mean, like you said, you are rising to the surface. Obviously, you haven't arrived just yet because we want to see a lot more of Kane Keed. Where are we going from here?
From here, straight to the top. I think I just want to push this thing to like an international level. Because I love it at home, but I think that there's bigger heights that we could get to. There's higher heights that we could get to, and so I'm just here just building the foundation first.
I love
so that we
that.
could get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham always talks about this being the manifestation station.
Yeah.
So if you could put it out there and say your dream collab, even internationally, who are we looking at?
J. Cole.
Oh,
J.
come
Cole.
on. Of
J. Cole would
course.
be-
Of course. The lyricism, the deepness, the depth,
Definitely.
it's there.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Kenki. What can we expect from today's performance?
I'd say just listen. You know, I feel like with the performance that I'm going to be putting on, it's just like a little snippet off the project.
Oh, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
A taste of what's to come. Oh my
Exactly.
goodness. Kenki, ladies and
Thank you
gents.
so
We
much.
can't wait to get into it. I mean, the star is in the building. All he has to do is shine away. But speaking about taste, we're heading to the kitchen right now to see what Graham's got prepared for us.
So a little bit earlier, we prepared 2 dishes from Aiden's amazing new cookbook. And now we have one more recipe to tackle. And we want to wrap up what we've been doing. But we've got a pico de gallo. I have no idea what that is. What does it mean, Aiden?
Pico de gallo, the L is silent.
Gallo.
Yeah, it's like
Gallo.
quesadilla.
Quesadilla.
Like quesadilla,
Okay.
Yeah. Pico de gallo is basically just a tomato, onion, chili, and coriander salsa. Very simple, nice
I love it.
accompanying.
Okay, well, should we make that and then we can
Yes.
we can plate everything
Right.
and put it all together.
This is a quick one. It's been beautifully cut for us already. So tomatoes, thank you very much. Beautiful tomatoes. The seeds have been removed. It just makes it watery.
So you see,
but use the seeds for soups or stews, whatever.
Sauce or whatever,
Exactly.
but yeah, for this, we want something that's got a crunch, got a bit more backbone.
Red onion, chopped again. And then some chilies. You can put as much as you like. I'm going to put a little bit because the chakalaka is a little bit
It's got some
spicy.
heat as well. I know, Carissa, I could just see a glisten on the forehead after a taste test, which is a sign.
And then it's not Mexican if it's not coriander.
There we go.
Okay, so roughly chop it.
It strikes me that everything that you use and have used in your kind of example of Mexican cooking, it's very strong flavors. Everything is strong. So you've got to be, I suppose, quite careful about getting that balance right.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why you know, you can always add, never take out. You know, with salt especially. You know, just season it, taste it, season it, taste it, season it, taste it.
That is gold in the kitchen, okay? You can always add, but you can never take out.
And I think it's actually quite interesting as well because you kind of like see how your dish develops throughout the process, you know? Because I mean, onion, tomato, everything on its own, part of the coriander, really tastes like itself. So
Yeah.
it needs a little bit of help from salt and lime juice. You can use lemon juice, but I really do recommend lime.
There is a reason why lime has stood the test of time within the
Exactly.
Mexican culture. There is something
Definitely.
about it.
Just want to grab a cloth there, sorry, Graham.
Go for it.
Okay. And then just give it a mix. There we go.
So for the taco process here, just so I can give you a hand, I'm guessing we're going to actually need to do the tacos
Yes, so we'll
themselves, eh?
can put on this one. These ones are cooked already, so we're just going to warm them through.
Okay.
So you can take this and just chip, chip, chip.
That's very exciting. Thank you for giving me the responsibility.
Of course,
doing this.
anytime. I trust you, Graham.
No one else does here. About how long do you think?
Just you'll hear a little bit of a crackle, get a little bit of a char, and then we'll put them on our plate over here. That's it.
Oh.
You can see they become quite pliable.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're looking for.
Okay.
So
Cool.
then we'll just put them on the plate and we can go again.
Oh,
and then
that smoky smell as well.
Nice.
love it,
I think
yeah.
it's quite important to get that char.
Yeah.
Just as another layer of flavor. And it's not burnt. Color means flavor. That's what I've been taught. You know,
Now that
be
you
it
said that, let me not burn it.
be it a steak, a chicken. You'll see the chicken is quite heavily charred, and it just means there's more flavor in there. You don't want to put a boiled breast on it. You know, it's not going to have the same effect or flavor.
Completely.
Okay.
Oh, I love this. I love the fact that there is a lot of room to kind of express yourself and what
For
you
sure.
like and your
Yeah.
flavors. As much as we're playing from a playbook, and a brilliant one at that, cooking should be about what you like.
you
eh?
adapt it to your palate.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well, will you start to assemble? I'm
Yes,
going to play us a
definitely.
little voice note. This one came through from Tabo this morning. Good morning, Tabo. Let's hear what you have to say.
Good morning, Expresso. My name is Tabo, and I'm from Pretoria. If I have to think of a funny cooking story, it would have to be when me and my girlfriend were in our first months of dating, and I tried to flip an egg as I was cooking on the pan. What happened was the pan handle broke, and basically there was egg all over the floor. Yeah. Luckily, she still stayed throughout that whole ordeal.
Presumably, Tabo, she didn't eat that egg, or maybe it just evolved into a really sexy, awesome scene. I don't care, Tabo, you're awesome, dude. Thank you for sharing. I think we're almost at the point of taste testability.
Definitely.
So I think let's bring
there's
Carissa in.
quite a lot of eyes on us.
I know, but it does smell absolutely amazing. Carissa?
Yes.
I did
I've been
promise
summoned.
you, in fact, I did promise you first taste.
You did.
So what I came up with this brilliant idea of finally chopping up the leeks, okay? Finally, like Julian on another level.
You can take it.
And then deep fry it, okay? So you get
Are
the
those
crispy...
leeks that you're putting
I
on?
know, that's what I'm saying.
Sprouts.
I know. So no, I say loosely, Aiden very, very beautifully finely chopped a leek up, and we deep fried it to get that crispy...
Wow.
That is gorgeous.
There we go.
That looks beautiful. I don't even want to eat it.
And
It
this
looks
is
so
where
good.
it all started.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So we squeeze some
squeeze
lime.
some lemon. I'm loving the show today. I feel like there's something magical about the stars aligning today or something. I feel like you're going to just go on to do unbelievable things with
Thank
this
you.
book.
I plan to.
We're not joking when we say this is the manifestation
Do I put some
station.
pico de gallo
You
on?
can put pico de gallo, you can put chakalaka,
Anything.
anything
Oh my
that
gosh,
we've
it's
made
spilling
today.
everywhere.
I don't know
you
if I
can
want
put
to
on.
just get this
Oh,
first.
wait, the flavor first.
Okay, I'm going to do this first. Oh my God, no.
Good, yeah. See the char, the smokiness,
Wow.
the chili, and the onions, the spring onions, just got a subtle little bit of a,
Where's the spring onion?
This is a spring onion.
The
crispy-
leek, rather.
Oh, leek onion, yeah. Sorry.
The crunchiness, but...
Oh, a leek is an onion.
It
Yeah,
is,
same,
yeah, it's
yeah.
part of the broader family. The lime.
Wow.
That's the
Oh
kicker.
my goodness,
Yeah.
that lime
Thank
chili. Oh, this is spectacular. I'm sorry, I'm stopping talking now.
Okay, it's
I'm
my
gonna-
turn.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do it.
take
I'll do
over.
it. I hope you get your hands on your phone to send a voice note to get yourself one of these books, please. 9 o'clock is where we wrap it up. But we also are going to chat to Alan Committee. We're playing a game with him. If he wins, maybe he'll win a taco too. We'll save one just for him. We're playing Perrault or Parody. It's going to be so much fun. And then also we get back into the kitchen for some Wheat Bix chocolate muffins. It's going to be a really interesting combination, just like this Mexican South African one is. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Good. It's
goodness.
honestly, I think the nicest thing I've eaten in this kitchen all year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely beautiful. I thought you might have started mine there. I was about to get nasty. No, absolutely beautiful.
If heartburn, indigestion, or UTIs are slowing you down, well, Citrus Soda is here to bring you relief and a chance to win 5,000 Rand every week right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, and entering is easy. Simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram and answer the weekly question and include that hashtag Citrus Soda in your answer.
Yeah, and don't let the burn hold you back. Enter now, and you could be our next big winner. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and for the final time this morning, let's get into your news headlines. National headlines come up first, where Electricity Minister Josienzo Ramakgopa has unveiled a multi-billion rand project to expand South Africa's transmission grid. Now, over 1,164 kilometers of 400 kilovolt power lines will be built across the Northern Cape, the Northwest and Gauteng, managed by the National Transmission Company. Meanwhile, Eskom has waived connection fees for the residential solar users until March next year, encouraging small-scale power generation. Eskom's chief advisor, Annika Rantwane, confirmed that customers registering installations will not pay for grid connection, though the policy will be reviewed next year. In other national news, National Police Commissioner Fani Mosamola has ordered Major General Mansekele Kele to oversee the investigation into the rape of a 7-year-old girl in Matatiele, Eastern Cape, that is. Despite the assault occurring last October, no arrests have been made. Now, police spokesperson Athlenda Mate confirmed Lakele was meeting with investigators and the National Prosecuting Authority to ensure that justice is served. Protesters in multiple cities took to the streets yesterday, demanding accountability for the victim and other survivors of gender-based violence. In your international news making headlines, the foreign ministers of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger are in Moscow for talks with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Their visit marks the first session of Sahel states' Russia consultations aimed at deepening military and strategic cooperation. Now, the three nations, now aligned under the Confederation of Sahel States, expelled Western forces and turned to Russia for support against jihadist insurgencies. The meeting underscores growing geopolitical shifts in West Africa as military juntas seek new alliances. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has launched the biggest military draft since 2011, calling up 160,000 men aged between 18 and 30. Now, the move follows plans to expand Russia's military to 2.39 million personnel. Officials insist conscripts won't be sent to Ukraine, though past reports suggest otherwise. Now, the draft coincides with escalating violence, including Ukrainian attacks on Russian energy infrastructure and a Russian strike that left 45,000 Kherson residents without power. Now, US-led ceasefire efforts have yet to yield results. Closing off with the story out in Tinseltown, Hollywood is set to bring Beatlemania back to the big screen. Now, this is with a groundbreaking quadrilogy directed by Oscar winner Sir Sam Mendes. Now, Paul Mescal, Barry Keoghan, and Harris Dickinson, as well as Joseph Quinn, will portray the Beatles in 4 major films, each focusing on a different band member's perspective. Now, Mescal, best known for Normal People, and Gladiator 2 will play Sir Paul McCartney, while Saltburn star Keoghan takes on Ringo Starr. Dickinson, recently seen in Baby Girl, will embody John Lennon, and Fantastic Four actor Quinn will portray George Harrison. Mendes, unveiling the cast at CinemaCon in Las Vegas, described the films as an intimate dive into, quote, the greatest band in history. Now, the films will debut in April 2028, so we'll definitely keep our eyes on that as the next 3 years do unfold. So we leave your news for today. Let's head into your final sporting headlines with Graham.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Let's start with international football. Well, at least let's head to the UK, where Bukayo Saka marked his comeback with a stunner. A goal as Arsenal defeated Fulham 2-1. Now closing the gap on Premier League leaders Liverpool to just 9 points. Miguel Mourinho's opener and then Saka's late header securing the win there, though Arsenal did lose Gabriel Magalhaes to injury in the process. Then elsewhere, Nottingham Forest, they boosted their Champions League hopes with a 1-0 win over Man United yesterday, thanks to Anthony Elanga's stunning solo goal. Go and have a look if you can. Now let's bring it back home for a local footballing connection. And Mamelodi Sundowns, they've secured a crucial 1-0 victory over Esperance de Tunis in their CAF Champions League quarter-final first leg that played out at Loftus yesterday. Peter Shalolile's second half strike giving the Brazilians a much-needed advantage ahead of their return leg at the Hamadi Agrebi Stadium in Tunis on the 8th of April. Definitely a hostile ground for this team, so I think they can expect a challenge. Now that the Six Nations is done and dusted, let's get the tail of the tape. France's winger Louis Bielbarrey has been crowned Six Nations Player of the Championship. That was after scoring a record-breaking 8 tries to help his team clinch that title. The 21-year-old surpassed Jacob Stockdale's 2018 record of 7 tries and also won the fans' vote ahead of Tommy Freeman, Blair Kinghorn and Tommaso Monticello. So France securing their 7th title with a 35-16 win over Scotland in their final game. Now, finally, on to cricket. Some rather sad news as Cricket South Africa has confirmed the resignation of Proteas white ball coach Rob Walter, and that's effective as of the 30th of April this year, citing personal reasons. So Walter led South Africa to their first ever ICC Men's T20 World Cup final back in 24, and then the semi-finals of the 2023 Cricket World Cup and the 2025 Champions Trophy. CSA praised his contributions to squad development with a successor soon to be named, but we certainly wish him well on the next phase of his journey. And that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's catch up on the roads.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's see what's happening in the roads for the final time this morning. And we touched down in Gauteng, out in Germiston, where there's been an accident on the N12 westbound before Edenvale Road, and that is resulting in 2 right-lane closures. Slow-moving traffic is expected for the affected routes, so do allow for added travel time. So where we wrap your roads for this morning, let's have a final look at your weather. Well, in your weather news, scattered thunder showers and rain are expected across most of South Africa today. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms in parts of Mpumalanga and Limpopo, with large hail and heavy downpours causing localized flooding and damage. Now, a yellow level 2 warning is also in place for Gauteng and the northwest. Meanwhile, with the Vaal Dam at over 107% capacity, authorities have opened a 3rd sluice gate to manage inflows, ensuring that water releases remain within safe operational limits. Overtopping of riverbanks and downstream is not expected. For the final time this morning, let's have a look at that sunrise view of this hour. And out from Kimberley, Winston said, "This is too good not to share." Absolutely beautiful the way the sun rays are greeting us through the foreground of those leaves, Winston. And I hope that when you opened your eyes this morning, this was the very first thing that you saw. Thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. Definitely put a smile on all of our faces. Out in Kimberley, we wish you a beautiful rest of your Wednesday. Before we delve into temperatures, your final reminder to continue snapping away on 0634088863 and let us know what it's looking like on your side of Mzansi.
First of all, Uppington, we see you, 31 degrees. Impressive. Just stay indoors for now. Match your 6 lucky numbers and play Lotto, Lotto plus 1 and Lotto plus 2. Why? Because there is 20 million rand in total estimated jackpots up for grabs this Wednesday. So you can play for an estimated 6 million in Lotto plus 1. It brings you 8 million, and then Lotto plus 2, another 6 million rand today.
That's nice money. I would love some of that money. If you too would like some of that money, buy some in-store or head to the website nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app available on your phone. There is cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that's for USSD.
And we can't help you with the winning numbers, but we'll keep all of those details up on our social media pages so you can check them out. And just make sure you shoot your shot. Go and put yourself in the running to play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 20 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. You know, I'd buy myself a Jaguar.
Is that immediately what you
do?
do?
A little two-door drop top.
You see,
something that's got like a
these are the signs that Greg keeps talking about. We hear you before you've even entered into this.
No, I don't have nearly enough machismo and clout to drive a car like that, but someone does.
I think so.
No, I feel awful because Alan Committee is one of the funniest human beings on the planet. So we're not going to play a game with him. We're going to test him. We're going to test his knowledge. He is currently in the theatre on the Play, Black Coffee by Agatha Christie, an incredible whodunit that will be hilarious. Yes, we know. But how much does he know his Poirot from Paradis?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that worked for me.
You'll rip me off. You'll rip me off.
When I first saw the posters on all the polls, I said, Black Coffee and Alan Committee? This is going to be a performance like I've never seen before. Either way, it's going to be fantastic. We're also going to treat him. Hopefully, he'll stick around long enough to enjoy our Wheat Bix chocolate muffins. It's going to be so delicious. I can't wait to get into that and also test our funny guy in just a bit. It comes up after this.
Those muffins do look good.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're in the final hour, and we're going to have a jam-packed final hour at that because we have a world-class detective in the house, or at least a world-class comedian playing one. Alan Committee is still in the building and stepping into the polished shoes of Hercule Poirot.
This is good. You're getting better.
Progress. Agatha Christie's Black Coffee. But just how well does he know the legendary detective? Well, it's time to find out and put his brain cells to the test. Is it Poirot or parody?
Nice.
Okay,
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. We have this question. Do I do it in an accent or not? Okay. I can't do it. It is the brain, the little grey cells on which one must rely.
Yes.
Is it parody or
No, that's Poirot.
Can you say it?
He says to his partner, he says, in everything there is neatness and order, especially in the little grey cells of the brain.
I love it.
Exactly.
It's too good. Okay, that's where the accents are going to stop for me. Here's another one. A murder without a cup of tea is simply poor planning.
A murder without a cup of tea is simply poor planning. No, that's a parody.
Oh my goodness, it is a parody.
Yes.
Yes. Is it like close to what he would say though?
It is, but he would allow for more possibilities. He's not going to limit himself to such a silly statement.
I like this. Okay, here's another one. I do not approve of murder, but if you must do it, at least be neat about it.
Oh, I think that sounds like him. I'm going to say that's Poirot.
Could it be Poirot parody?
Is it?
It is fake. It is parody. Okay, so that's quite close.
Okay, it's close though, because he does like neatness and order.
Uh-huh.
Everything is about symmetry for him.
Well done to ever put this together. Okay, here's another one. There is nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact.
There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. He does even, I think sometimes people hide things in plain sight. I'm going to say that is a Poirot.
Okay, could it be a Poirot parody?
No!
It is not. It's from Sherlock Holmes, though, fellow detective.
So fellow detective.
Yes,
okay,
you
that's
see
good.
it. You see it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the beautiful thing on your face right now. Never underestimate, that one too. Okay. Never underestimate the power of a well-groomed moustache. A well-groomed moustache.
Would he have said that? I don't know that he would have said that.
I can't help you.
But we've had two parodies. I'm going to say it's a Poirot.
It's a Poirot. It is fake. It's another parody. Are any of these Poirot?
What is this?
Are any of them from... Okay, here's another one. The impossible cannot have happened, therefore the impossible must be possible.
That sounds like a Sherlock Holmes again. But I'm gonna stay with Poirot.
Okay, could it be Poirot? It is! But this one is
Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, exactly.
Very famous book of hers and movie. Yeah.
It's a really great line too, my goodness. Great tattoo idea. Okay. Mon ami, the key to solving any crime is to first have a very good breakfast.
That I believe, because he used to believe in 2 perfect boiled eggs.
Oh, I like
so I'm
that.
going to say yes, that's a Poirot.
Could it be Poirot? It's not. And you were so convincing. I believed you about the boiled eggs. Did he have it with toast too?
No,
just on its own.
On its own.
Great diet. Okay. This one is a little bit touchy. Women are like trains. Watch them closely or you will miss the clues.
No, that's a parody.
Immediately.
Yeah.
It is fake.
Yes.
Surely he would never say that.
He would never say that.
He would never say that.
He's a good, charming
Come on.
gentleman.
Thank you very much. We love the Belgians. Okay. Every murderer is probably somebody's old friend.
No.
No?
That's fake.
Okay. Let's see. It's Poirot.
Is it? Oh,
well,
Lord
this one
Edward
is
Dies, another good book.
exactly. Okay, that's fine. We'll forgive you because they haven't been from the play you're currently in.
No. You know, she wrote 66 of them. You're expecting me to know everything he wrote in these books. What kind of game is this? For heaven's sakes.
Don't shoot the messenger. All right.
I just want a muffin.
We'll get you one.
Okay.
You need a consolation prize. The only thing more dangerous than a murderer is a bad detective.
Oh, I like that as a saying. Yes, let's go for it. Let's say it's a Poirot.
Are you sure? You want to call a friend?
No, it's fake.
It's fake.
It's either fake or a Poirot.
One or the other. It is fake. Oh my goodness, well done. I think you, out of 10...
How much did you get? I got 7, didn't I?
Yeah,
Incredible.
I think you got 8 actually. Well
wow.
done.
Lotto
oh my
plus 3 will give you 8 out of 10.
I love to see it. Alan Committee, this has been so much fun.
Thank
Please
you.
tell people why they should come and watch, and you can have
Can
that
I
as
have
your
this
prize.
as my prize?
Yes.
This is beautiful. It really is. Why you should come watch? It's a great night out. It's a cast of 10. It's a fantastic set. It's a well-made play. You know, there's something about restoring world order.
Yes.
And when you solve a murder mystery, that's essentially what you're doing. We don't have a lot of world order at the moment. Why wouldn't you come to the theatre and at least pretend for a couple of hours that all is good in the world?
Yeah.
Come and watch this ridiculous moustache, see this balding cap, listen to a mad Belgium accent. Is there anything better than that? We're on till the 26th of April.
In Cape Town.
In Cape Town. Then we go straight to Joburg, and there we play till the 8th of June at Peter Turin's Monte Cassino Theatre in Four Ways in Joburg.
I love to see it. Both fantastic places to go watch. Theatre at the Bay in Cape Town, out in Camps Bay. We just had a chat at how beautiful it is. And listen, if you would like to win some tickets, we are giving away 2 of them by the end of the show together. All you have to do is answer this one question that we have for you. What is your favorite Agatha Christie novel or story? And also answer why. You have to qualify your answer too, all right? Remember to include that hashtag Agatha Christie and whether you would like to watch the show in Cape Town or out in Joburg. The competition does end at 9 o'clock on Friday, the 4th of April, in fact. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. Alan Committee and your moustache, we thank you for being here, and we will see you on the stage soon.
Au revoir.
What an absolute legend. This cast is magic. Do yourself a favor. Go and plug into that beautiful version of life just for a moment. But right now, I want chocolate for breakfast, and I'm in charge, so that's what we're going to have. Yes, please. Rich, chocolatey, and irresistibly soft. These chocolate Wheat Bix muffins, the perfect way to turn a breakfast into your favorite delightful treat. And of course, with the added crunch of Bacomo chocolate Wheat Bix, every bite full of flavor and full of texture. In fact, this is a job so awesome, so large that I cannot do it alone. So I'll invite Carissa in to help me after she has been finished testing poor Mr. Alan
And
Committee.
taking selfies with
That
him
wasn't
too.
a game, that was a test.
It was a test.
That was a
And a cruel one
a
too.
literary test, but I love him. He is just so wonderful and funny.
And talented.
No, ridiculously, off the charts talented. So please, if you can, go and see him. But right now, don't do a thing except to bake along with us, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So you're on the dry station.
I am.
Okay, and I will be on the wet station.
Okay.
So what you really need to do in terms of manual labor is crush up 2 of our chocolatey Wheat
Oh, I
Bix.
can do that.
I like it. Okay, I'm a traditionalist with my Wheat Bix, I won't lie. So it always takes me a while to cross over into new flavors and things. But how therapeutic, eh?
Oh, I
Get
like
out,
it. Let me
let
think
it
about
go,
the person.
Just let it go, and then you're going to throw all of our goodies in there. Most notably, we're obviously ramping up the chocolate with some cocoa powder as well. And the Wheat Bix is going to provide another added texture and flavor profile. Wheat Bix, South Africa's #1 selling breakfast cereal, bar none. Trusted by families for generations. And it's not just in South Africa, it's across the world, really. Made with 97% whole grains, Wheat Bix, high in fiber, obviously a source of iron, packed with vitamins to support your day. They're fortified, and with a variety of now nice, new, delicious flavors. We've got obviously original, then banana, cocoa, strawberry, very nice. Bacomo's Wheat Bix offers wholesome, beautiful way to start your day, no matter what your taste preference is.
I love it. You know, I've tried all of these before. I had a taste test with my dad, and he loves the banana one. I love this one. He said this is for the under 30-year-olds.
Oh,
yeah.
But banana sounds like a grown-up Wheat Bix. Like I would like a banana flavor. I actually just love banana flavor profile in anything.
Even the milkshakes?
I do.
Wow.
I love it. I'm old
That's
school, so
interesting.
I was like, for a lot of time when I was young, spent time with my grandparents. So it was like old school flavor profiles, things like blue cheese and lime flavored milkshakes and stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Did you say blue cheese flavored milkshake?
No, just blue cheese.
Oh,
just in
okay.
general. No, my grandfather loved smelly anything. So I developed a flavor profile for like pickles and cheese and stuff when I was a little kid.
That's incredible.
Okay, now we're mixing in our wet, easy peasy. We have added butter, vanilla essence, and our milk.
Lovely.
Vanilla essence just seems to be, it's one of those that kind of enables other flavors as well.
Definitely.
So there is a reason why we put it into almost everything. And now we are going to just fold these together. That looks like almost charcoal.
It does. I was going to say that. It's so cool.
That looks very cool.
Okay, so
Okay,
add that
and
in.
then you can grab that spatula and just start folding it through.
Okay.
And we are winning at life.
Listen, I'm learning how to bake because it's very intimidating, but this recipe seems okay.
I know, it's weird. It's like baking seems so simple on paper, and then you stop reading the paper and you mix it up.
So many things go wrong.
And that's
Because you
the
feel like
thing.
you've got it. You get the confidence.
Exactly.
No.
And if you want this particular recipe, you can find it at expressoshow.com. It really is.
There we go. That looks like a muffin mix for sure.
And that's where we house everything that we make on the show. So please do yourself a favor. You might have missed like that next recipe that's waiting for you. We've had so many amazing new flavor profiles today. So I'm going to have to go back and recap. And then we're going to just fill our...
I love this. And I love that it already comes in these, so you
Yeah.
don't even have to worry about mess. Well, let me not speak too soon.
There we go. I'm going to give them a bit of room to expand and fill.
Yes.
And we like ours rustic, okay?
Yeah.
We like a bit of crunch.
Agreed.
And you can kind of, your crunch on the Wheat Bix, you can
You know
leave
what?
to you.
I'm going to add some on top too.
Oh, because you're just crazy, man. And then this goes in the oven for at 180. You want to test him, but it's short. It's under 15 minutes. Actually, I'm lying. 18 to 20
How
minutes.
dare you lie to
I
us,
know.
Graham.
I don't want no uncooked, half-cooked, soggy muffins out there in the world. And that's gorgeous. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Okay. Now, you did
One more.
promise Alan Committee something.
I did.
And I don't think we can give him our
Oh my gosh,
bowl.
he's lurking in the corner waiting for his muffin.
Alan Committee, please, can you make your way? Your suavely.
I brought a murder weapon.
I was going to say, is that the murder
if I
weapon?
don't get the right thing. That looks amazing.
I got up
Yeah, we
early
were
this
making
morning
taste that.
and I came in and I made a special batch.
And you
just
put
for
it together so beautifully.
I know. Well, it's all about presentation.
Everything's
you do
about
know
presentation.
that. So please, I'm going to
Can I
hand you
grab-
one via the...
Thank you, thank you.
Via.
It looks amazing.
If it's good, we made it. If it's not good, we didn't make it.
Is that the rule?
Yes.
Right, here we go.
No, this is... Unlike your job, we steal everyone else's thunder and then pretend that it's ours.
It's very good.
Yes, Graham and I made that one.
Did you?
Yes.
A bit of crunchiness in there, a little bit of everything, eh?
A sexy bite.
He is doing a sexy bite. This
sorry.
is Alan's sexy bite. Everyone's
And
saying,
what's great, I keep little bits of it in my moustache for after lunch. Just lick it out.
Buddy, I was reading Roald Dahl's The Twits last night to my son, so I'm all about that. I'm growing my beard just for that same effect.
Oh, I love
that.
it.
Is that going to give you the fuel you need for your day, man?
This is fantastic. I will not go back to sleep until at least 10:30 this morning.
That's fantastic. What's your diet like? Does it include a lot of, to prepare for a role like this?
So you eat a lot of Belgian chocolates to prepare for this particular role.
No, my diet's terrible. And I'm not a good cook. The other day I made a wonderful slice of soup. Appalling.
Okay, and I've just gotten a message. I've got to hide two
What?
of these for people upstairs. Because they know that the gannets are going to come. They're just going to come and grab absolutely everything.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
There
it
you
looks
go.
beautiful,
See,
man.
I've added some wheat bix to the top of these ones.
Yeah.
A little bit messy.
So here's the thing. We also
great.
like to play different parts on
first time
our
in the
show.
kitchen.
No, you'll know when she's hit her kind of rhythm is when she starts crying. She's an emotional cooker. It's gonna start in a moment now. The amount of times I'll turn around in this kitchen, she's just standing with tears down her face. I'm like, I don't understand if it's
Chocolate
that good.
does that to me.
It is. It's beautiful.
I get that though, because I'm such a bad cook. We pray after we eat.
And you cry before. Well, here's the thing. So Bacomo have allowed us to play a different part. Just like Mr. Committee, we get to step into the role of game show host, and we love it. The Bacomo Powerball competition has been amazing. We've been giving away like a year's supply of Bacomo, 5,000 Rand, amazing prizes, and this is how you can enter.
Start your day with Bacomo and start winning. Enter the Bacomo Powerball competition and stand a chance to win your share of 3 million Rand in cash and prizes. Buy any participating Bacomo cereal, upload your till slip to Bacomo's WhatsApp line at 074 666 0900, and you could be selected to play live on the Bacomo Powerball game show, where even bigger prizes await. Competition closes 4 May 2025. Entry details and T's and C's at bacomo.co.za.
And just like that, Alan Committee is gone. Was he a dream? I don't know. Maybe we will see him in our dreams tonight. Now, you can see him at Theatre on the Bay. Please go and get your tickets for Black Coffee, the Agatha Christie version. Absolutely awesome. We're going to take a quick break, and then the party starts again.
Absolutely. So much is coming your way. Ken Keat is still here. He's going to perform his song for us that we're leading up to that EP on the 30th of April. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Not only that, we're also going to be getting back into the kitchen because there's some cookies that need decorating, especially some Easter-inspired decorating. Very excited about that.
It's a kit. We're going to unpack a kit.
Very excited.
feel-good breakfast show.
So I don't need to remind many of the parents out there, but the holiday season is here. And what better way to bring flavour to your table than with Mrs. Balls?
Oh, I like that. Well, this is your chance to turn your love for chutney into cold, hard cash. And we're giving you the opportunity to win a share of a massive 40,000 Rand. Yeah, you heard me right. All you have to do is show how you enjoy your favorite chutney, and you could be one of our lucky winners.
Straight out the bottle. I love it so much. Comment on the Mrs. Balls competition post on that's the Expresso Facebook or X pages, with a picture of your dish, and it better be good. And on Instagram, post it to your feed, and please tag both Expresso and Mrs. Balls, and then use that hashtag Mrs. Balls and hashtag bring your flavour to the table.
I like the way you
that's
said
my
that.
That's my hashtag of the year.
I love it, man. Well, we'll be sharing some of your tasty creations live on Expresso. So get creative and bring your flavour to the table with Mrs. Balls. Now, terms and conditions, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com.
Good luck.
Right now, speaking about flavour, doesn't
I'm
he
ready.
have all the flavour? My goodness. Kane Keat is still in the building.
And I know it's midweek and it's kind of far from a Friday, but I'm going to say it's the holidays, okay? So get ready for some real hip-hop energy.
Yo, what up, family? It's your boy Kane Keat, leader of the new school, leader of the kids, and this is my song, Hurt Myself. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sounds so good. Yeah, soul food. Yes. Left. Old grudges, no budget for the attention to your side of the story. There's no budging, slow judgment seeping in, glow covered in loath ornament. Throw my heart into my mother's freezer, now my old habits creeping in. Hey, look, my mind been open, my mom been hoping I get covered by the grace of God. My soul's not clothed, so I've exposed myself, showing in my underwear and posing for the cameras. All because I'm growing this thick skin. I then spend half of the time feeling disconnected from myself. The intention to confess, cause I see I need some help. Your clear mind become my canvas. The flow become the brush stroke behind the mic. If helps keep my head above the water, I delve into the deeper details. I see tales about this shark-infested industry. Sink or swim, know I could fail. Flooding my train of thought, reach an arc. I could derail from the path God set for me. The signs of my distress is in my symphonies. But look what God sent for me. Just two lessons with pretty eyes, their personality unmatched, and they love impacted me. The first one, someone that I never thought I'd get this hurt from. And I'm trying to find the words for when I search, I'm left thinking of everything that could have been, thinking of everything that should have been. Cause nothing hurts you like the first love, the one that got away. Look for a piece of her and people that I meet along the way. I'm afraid she could have been the one, but she don't wanna stay, and so I pray. Praying for her sanity, I'm praying for her peace, I'm praying for her family, I'm praying that she reach her goals, I'm praying that she see her soul worthy of a love unconditional with no ego close. Yeah, I still love you though. The second one, a superstar, nothing less than one. Showed me how to love myself, taught me that it's lesson one. Before I let someone into my space, gotta listen when my heart tell me to have some faith. Hey yo, the blessings come. I had to let her go because I had some struggles. A pure soul could never be with a man that was troubled. My insecurities would surface when she said I love you, and she remind me of my first, so I couldn't double down the experience of the hurt. Running away when it feels real. Nothing to say, cause I can't deal. Yeah, I should heal. Yeah, I can't help myself, I'm singing about it. Yeah, I'm still hurting, I'm still thinking about it. Real, I can't help myself, I'm singing about it. Yeah, I can't help myself, I cannot. Thinking about it. Still thinking like, and I still hurt myself, I still hurt myself, yeah. And I still hurt myself, I still hurt myself, yeah.
Beautiful. Day 4 of what?
Yes, I
kind of
love
feel like
it.
I'm on a skateboard freewheeling to the weekend now.
Oh,
Just beautiful.
Kane Keed in the building, ladies and gents. 30th of April is when that EP drops. 11 April is when the next single drops, the lead single of the EP. And we can't wait to get into the goodness of Kane Keed.
And still lots of goodness to get into on your Feel Good show. Of course, we started a conversation with you this morning online, and we want to keep it going. We've taken a culinary journey today and really experienced, I think, the perfect complement of South African and Mexican flavors. And all in honor of Chef Aiden Pinar's beautiful new book, Mexico in Mzansi. So we put it to you guys. What do you think the best combos could be? Maybe a burrito with a braised corn. If you could put any local spin on an international flavor, or vice versa. I like what Aiden said about kind of taking South African produce and food and ideology into the Mexican bubble and have fun with it. That's a great way to think about this. So blow our hair back. Let us know what combos you think are going to be just amazing, and we might feature some of them on air.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that. The two flavors coming together into a great world. Still to come on your show, though, your Feel Good Breakfast show. We are going to that Easter kit and making some delicious cookies. I think we've had so much dessert today. Why not have some more? The choc chip cookie kit with a baking tray. Very excited about that one.
Easter on another level. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, we're having fun in the kitchen. Once again, we had a chance to taste and make desserts, but how about the kids get involved this time around? Really excited to get ready for some exciting fun. Ooh. Are you looking for creative ways to keep the little ones entertained this school holiday, or even to get them involved in all the Easter festivities? Well, you are in the right place, because we have Michael Aronsa and Emma Mosling here to have a blast with us. It is all about the Woolies DIY Easter kits, which is so easy and perfect for the whole family to get together. And I've got some biscuit making here, and then on that side with Emma, we've got some painting.
This is beyond my creativity.
How cute.
This is just so awesome. Emma, how are you feeling?
Good.
Are you ready? Are you a very creative person?
Yes.
Okay.
I like to do arts and crafts.
Oh, beautiful. Well, you're the right person for the job. So you're on the painting station, and Emma very clearly explained to me how everything is going to work today. So I'm so glad we've got someone who knows what's going on
So
here. Okay.
he said that he's going to do these two, I'm going to do these two, and then
Perfect.
he'll do those 5, and I'll do those 5.
That is a plan, girl. That is a plan. Okay, well, we're not going to hold you back anymore. Mikey, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh, we know
Okay.
whose son this is in a second. Now, Chad, one of our favorite human beings in the studio set up. This is his boy, so you've got to represent, okay? Otherwise, we're going to tease your father for the rest of the day. Okay, so you've got a nozzle and you've done the little cut.
I've cut it open. Michael, I'm going to give this to you. Do you have an idea of what you're going to do? You're going to figure it out. Okay, let's figure it
Just
out.
going to
Here
fly.
we go.
All right, Em, I'm going to call you Em because we've known each other for like ever. Okay, all of like 5 minutes. You've got your beautiful array of colours. You've got your little paintbrush to dip in, and you can wipe your wet brush on this, and you can go and have fun. So get started. Where are you going to begin?
I think we're going to begin with this one.
Okay, with the
Or this
carrots or with the bunny
one.
rabbit. I like
going
that.
with the bunny and
Yeah,
so
I
are
was
we.
tending towards the bunny rabbit, and you can have fun with this. Say, remember, it's you. It's not a test. It's about expressing yourself.
Go up here.
And I think it's so cool when you can engage around an activity as opposed to just get. That's not a core memory. Just
Nice.
receiving Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But when you're a part of that journey, that's how the culture gets born. And I tell you, I've been speaking a lot about those family rituals. For me, my mom over Easter, what she created was so little by creating an experience, mind-blowing. I love you, Mom. I miss my
I
mommy
love an
right
Easter
now.
egg hunt. We used to do that growing up in someone's garden, and it was really lovely. Like, we would have this one aunt with the biggest garden out of us all, and even to this day, the adults get just as excited to really get involved in it. You're doing such a great job, Michael.
You guys
my
have got
goodness.
skills. We might have hired them professionally to do this job, actually. I think you guys have been doing this for a very long time. Okay, talk me through your color choice here, Emma. What have you gone for?
I've got purple for the
Nice.
tail, and then yellow for the bunny rabbits.
Okay, I like that. And the yellow's gonna make the purple pop. Are you writing calligraphy there, Mikey? You are a very gifted piper. Hey?
I'm just filling in.
Just filling in the lines.
That was my idea.
Yeah. You see, and that's the joy of these kits, is you kind of get it. And the result will be spectacular however it turns out.
Exactly. And I think if you add some speckled eggs, it's always going to be a good time.
Now, you see, now we're talking Emma's language. And we got sparkly
Okay, that's
stars.
cute.
Guys, I don't know how to feel about this, but my daughter
Can
had
I
her
add a
ears
frame
pierced.
around him?
Carissa,
Okay.
my daughter had her ears pierced.
For her birthday?
She's got little gold stars, and she chose. Okay. She said because Asma's done it, she can do it.
She's gonna
she
do
knows
it.
she can handle it.
Well,
and she
she's
went
right.
out and did it. Yeah.
She's right about that.
Girl knows what she's capable of, and she went and did it.
Okay.
Oh,
let's
just wait.
swap over.
We got to finish this rabbit before we swap because that looks great, Mikey. I like it.
Any of those, sir? Yeah, go
You
for
are
it.
very gifted. You know that, Emma. That is very
I love how he's
impressive.
calculating.
Normally,
Will it
I'd
be
just
the
be like,
sprinkles or the
good
speckles?
effort, but that is fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. For the sake of parity, just so you both get a chance to experience, we're going to let Mikey put his last little stars
No,
on, and
just-
we're going to swap you around. I know.
Ah.
I have to do the pink first.
Okay. So I don't want to, if you've
Yes,
got that
Mikey.
A-type personality and you need a finish, I don't want to be halting you. Or pink is going to go
That's what I'm
beautifully with the purple and the yellow.
Okay.
Hey? Yeah, leave her hanging, Mikey. That's all right.
Okay.
Focused on the prize, Carissa.
Okay,
I also like the
I think that looks beautiful, Emma. Well done. Can you hold that up quickly so that they can see that?
Where are those going?
Look at that.
Oh, the nose. Of
Stunning.
course.
You are very, very gifted.
Very
well
good,
done,
Mikey.
Emma.
Let's swap
Okay,
over.
Mikey, Em, swap around, gang.
Come on, Em.
All right,
Which one are we
do you
going
think
for?
you're going to tackle? The
I want
carrots.
to do
Nice.
this
Good
one.
choice.
Beautiful. Let's center that for you.
Very cool.
Okay, so what are we planning to do?
I think I'm gonna fill in the gaps like Mikey did, and then
Let
I'm
me
gonna
help
put
you.
sprinkles.
It might be great. So hold the one hand on top here, and then guide it with this hand at the bottom. Yeah, there we go. So you can have more control.
Hey, look at the student becoming the teacher.
Thank you. Am I ready to have kids yet? Oh my goodness.
I think you are, girl. I think you are at that point.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that looks gorgeous. Okay, talk us through the technique here. You
also want to do a rim around.
You've chosen the carrots.
Yes.
Okay, and what are you working on now?
I'm just taking the green side for the top one. Then I'm gonna use.
Maybe we have to mix the red and the yellow to create an orange, eh?
Yes.
And believe it or not, I learned
And
that
then
from my son,
I think-
not the other way around.
I think I actually want to do 2 big dots for the Easter eggs.
Yeah, I like that.
And you guys are being very precise with your painting. How are you feeling using the paintbrush? Hey, it's pretty easy to use.
Nice,
Thank you.
It feels lovely. That's awesome, man.
Of course, pink is like the best color ever.
Oh, your color blocking has been great. You guys are very, very creative. And I think this is the whole point here is every child can express themselves in their way. Get a kit and just let them have fun.
Yes, I
think
would
this is the
agree
best way
with
to do
that.
Easter, but this doesn't mean you don't do the Easter egg hunt. Okay, you still got to do the Easter
You have
egg
to
hunt.
include it, and especially with these Woolies favorites, it's the best way to do it for everybody, including these incredible Easter kits that are the perfect way to keep the little ones busy during the school holidays and also the Easter festivities. Now you can shop Easter foodie gifts and more at Woolworths, available in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app. We're getting there. We're getting there. Here we go.
I think I want the.
This is so crazy. I was thinking the last time Mikey was here, he had to stand on a box to just see over this. This is so cool.
I love that. We also have something in it for you, Expresso fam. We would never keep you waiting and wanting. We've got a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away just for you. Now, to enter, all you have to do is find the Woolies competition post on the Expresso, on Facebook, X, or even Instagram pages, and tell us how you keep your kids busy over the Easter break. You could probably get some tips from Grade 2. Now, don't forget to include that hashtag Woolies Easter. The competition does close at midnight on Sunday, the 6th of April. That's this weekend, 2025. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. I found
Oh, man,
another
I'm
one.
missing my kids. I want to go home, man. No,
there we
we're not
go.
going home just yet. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Here's another one.
That's beautiful, dude. Well done.
Good job, Em.
Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, if we've reinforced one thing today, hopefully it's this, that you match your 6 lucky numbers today because it's big. Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 standing at 20 million rand in their total estimated jackpot today, this Wednesday. So you can play your Lotto for 6 million, then you can play Lotto Plus 1 for a further 8 million, then Lotto Plus 2 for a further 6 million rand today.
Ooh.
Now, you're not going to hurt your chances by playing all of them. I don't think it works like that, okay? So just go for the whole bang shoot.
My goodness, lots of millions to be won. How can you get your hands on tickets, I hear you asking? Well, you buy them in store. I'm pretty sure by now, let's see, 10 to, yep, it is open.
You can start making your way.
nationallottery.co.za. That's the website. There's the mobile app. There's cell phone banking. Or you could simply just dial *120 *7529 and then hit that hash for USSD.
And we will keep all the details, as we do, up on the Expresso social media pages so you can check them out at your leisure. And then just make sure you put yourself in the running to win big. Lotto. Lotto Plus 1, Lotto Plus 2 sitting at 20 million rand in that estimated jackpot today. So good luck.
Ooh.
I am actually dreaming about winning that money right now.
Because what would you make? That's my question to you.
Oh, man. I'd do a cookbook.
I like that. You could make all the cookbooks in the world, like Chef Aiden. Give him a run for his money.
Oh, man.
But just like him, he shook up the South African cuisine space, added a Mexican spin, and we thought about things like burri tacos with fried corn.
It just works, man. And this inspired us to put it to you guys this morning via our voice notes. And write this number down if you don't have it already, 063-408-8863. We wanted to hear from you guys if there were any crazy, cool international combinations. We're thinking of merging. And we wanted to hear from you guys what cuisines you would merge. So let's take a little gander.
Okay, well, let's have a look at this.
And making us wait, Megan saying,
Good morning, Expresso. Ooh, I would like to experiment with a Mexican bobotie.
On the money. On the money. The funny thing is, I was going to make a suggestion and I completely stole this. So I went on like a creative exercise with Zola, our Zola, and the Pasta Factory, an amazing organization. And they came up with a bobotie lasagna.
Ooh.
Get out. It just worked so well. There's something about bobotie that you can gently nudge it into other spaces. I'm down with that. Have a little bit of fun with bobotie flavors. It's such a gorgeous kind of
raisins
wholesome...
and pasta.
Ooh, no, I think it could work beautifully. Well, I've tasted it and it was amazing. So that's my take for the day. What would you put a spin on?
Well, I'm not a big fan of bobotie, and before I reveal what will change your mind and blow your mind, let's see what you had to say, because I don't know if you can top mine.
Milk tart filled churros.
Okay, that tops mine. That sounds incredible.
That's the best thing we've ever heard.
Ever.
All year. That sounds absolutely amazing.
Please, can we make this?
Please make them and send them to us. Can we actually make them on the show? Can we do that next Wednesday? Okay, and our boss, Sebastian, who is often sitting at the helm in the kitchen, has actually made them before.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't believe him. I think he has to do it on the show again and make it again, please.
Prove it. Okay, listen to mine. Maybe Sebastian had a hand at this one, inspiring me to maybe suggest a pickled fish paella.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know if pickled fish is actually a thing. I don't know.
Pickled fish is so a thing.
Is it really a thing? Please, can you guys...
And then you add some rice and some mussels and oh my gosh.
Like a paella,
my mouth is
It's mouth-watering. Your mouth is mouth-watering because it is so delicious.
I only eat pickled fish once a year. Make it a paella and I might eat it every day.
I love it. Keep the crazy combos going, and we might actually try them in our culinary hotline next week. But we have had a blast pushing the boat out a little bit on the culinary side. Right now, we need a banger. Please,
I would love this, Ken Keita. I hope that you can solve our misery by giving us a wonderful performance to, I would say, start off our Wednesday, not even close it. So take it away.
What up, family? It's your boy, Ken Keita again. This song is titled Not Famous, Black Boy Fly. And I hope you enjoy this performance. Let's go. Yeah. Yes. I said, black boy fly, watch that black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly, watch that black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly, watch that black boy fly. black boy fly, watch that. Black boy fly. Let's go. Black boy fly, watch that. Black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly, watch that. Black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly, watch that. Black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly. Listen, I'm from a place where your dreams die before the bullet hit your torso. Where you learn to read faces better than you could read the law, so you don't get disrespected. This an inception of a black boy trying to show his dreams and ideas, cause people lost those. Wanna lead the kids on the road that's filled with the potholes, gun smokes. Duck your head, don't show no emotion, don't be no honcho, they end up dead. Just keep your focus and leave the coders and the stoners, but don't turn to a loner, just keep in motion. Focus, we never had nobody to look up to. It was hopeless, no role models holding our hands throughout the process. Growing up, we had to be the ones showing up to lead the poisons and whole wrists. I've grown since, and now I'm Moses. I'm gon' split the ocean, basket plate, no stress, no sense. If I wrote this poem without showing my own sins, I'd be soulless, but running in the game just to show y'all who the GOAT is. Yes, black boy fly. Yes, black boy fly. Watch that black boy fly. Hey, black boy fly. Watch that black boy. Hey, black boy fly. Watch that black boy fly. I said, black boy fly. Watch that black boy. I said I'm shining. Black boy fly. Watch that. Cause it's all about the timing. Black boy fly. Watch that. It's shining and grinding. Black boy fly. Watch that. Black boy fly. Hey. Thank you so much, man.
Yes, let's go, KP. Watch that black boy fly. I absolutely love that. And yes, we are watching you take to the stars and even beyond that. Kane Key, please give us a bow. What a fantastic human being. Come on.
Incredible. The hip-hop game in this country is on another level at the moment.
Completely. I'm so excited about the local scene right now. Also, Amapiano had their moments in the sun, and now hip-hop is back, and we love to see it. So shout out to you, KP.
Them's fighting words.
I was just saying.
Hey, them's fighting words. It's almost like you are some kind of radio DJ who sits in a radio desk on a primetime slot and starts creating beef between rappers. So we are so proud. I'm going to give you a little sideways hug here. You have got your slot. And all the cool kids are invited to join the club. So please break it down for us. We know you and Chad Simon connecting with a beautiful chemistry. Give us the details of the slot and tell us what yesterday was like.
Oh my goodness. All right. So yesterday marked the first show of the Lunch Club, and that is my show along with Chad Simon. We have Jerry Saunders on news. We've got DJ Easy on production, and it was so much fun. Listen, we even called Sia Khaleesi because we have a feature called Simon Says, which is a day and challenge feature to any one of us on air. And we dared Chad Simon to call the biggest person on his phone book.
Okay.
We immediately dialed on air. We were all sitting there with much anticipation, and Sia answered. I said yes.
Yeah, because that's how you
roll.
roll.
It was an incredible moment, and he was so cool about it. We said, are you really Sia Khaleesi? You got to prove it and come to studio and tell us that you really did answer your phone. So yeah, we're just having so much fun. And we only have 3 rules on the show.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to be a member, and how you do that is you tune into the radio. Not only that, you will never leave the same way you came because obviously you're entertained.
100%.
And the last one is just to have so much fun because we have the saying, we go, in the club.
In the club.
We all fam.
We all fam.
In the club.
In the club.
We all fam.
And you're invited to the club. Join us tomorrow morning. Join her at 12 o'clock, and you can join the Lunch Club. You can be cool like the rest of us. Thank you so much for being a part of today's show. We'll see you tomorrow, and we love you. Adios.
Love you.
Another feel-good production.